Yes, we
You are
have
now
returned.
tuned into the greatest
I even got
Bloodshot
Alfred turned up.
podcast in the world.
My guy.
You're welcome in advance.
Oh, God.
We're here for the jokes.
Yes,
We don't do things lazy. It's the
Don't know her name.
Don't know her name. That's fair. She's a legend in gospel world. Like,
Really?
big legend. Probably one of the greatest voices in the gospel scene.
That's big to say.
She's a champion, man. She's a champion. Speaking of champions, we've got one in the building. Big Brother Canada champion. You're
not talking about me?
Sorry, Alicia.
It's okay.
We've celebrated your champion.
In a couple
your
weeks,
winnings.
I'm gonna come with my
Oh,
ring.
I mean, you are a returning champ.
Yeah.
You are a returning champ. She got 2 rings on you. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Argos and who else?
No, we didn't.
Oh
win
wait,
first
you guys
year,
didn't win.
sorry.
Oh,
No, we're
Pobrecita.
trying
I'm
to
so sorry.
run it back this year.
What
but
happened
we
though?
got
How'd
it.
you guys lose?
We lost by 1 in the finals.
I just wanted you to say it again. That's
Hate to
crazy.
hear it.
Crazy.
pretty
Don't
crazy.
get me
I mean,
upset.
he doesn't know about losing. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh no, but I had the championship for the Do Your Part celebrity game, the East
Ah,
versus West.
yes.
That's what you're thinking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But you won money.
It was a fake game. There was But no, we have a real game winner. Ty is in the
Yes.
building. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I appreciate you guys having me out, and I'm excited to talk to all of you guys.
Yeah, no
Nice.
doubt.
Move
Pull
your
that,
mic.
Pull that mic a little closer to you, brother.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
You can move it up if you want as well. If it,
Matt,
'cause
come
you're-
help him out here. Yeah,
That's
and
good.
tighten it over there for him. Yeah, there we go. Yes, man. Big Brother. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I was not a Big Brother fan. No, for no reason at all. Honestly, I'm reality TV'd out. Honestly,
got you.
I got a lot of reality TV going on. Love Island here,
yeah.
you know. So I haven't tapped into the Big Brother. There was a couple seasons ago where my boy Jamar was on there.
Okay, yeah. It's my guy.
You know Jamar. Jamar made a splash,
Yes,
right?
yes.
First Toronto man to
any
be a
Toronto man
Toronto
should, yeah,
man
of course.
in the
Of course.
building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There probably was Toronto mans before, but they were like code
like that, yeah.
switching, you know, trying to fit in with the
Yeah,
whites
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
just didn't go viral enough.
Yeah, no. Jamar came in, shook shit up. Everybody's like, ooh, okay. But he didn't make it as far as you did,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately. Now you were on quite the journey. I still don't know how you did this, how you pulled that off, bro.
Listen, man, you just figure it out as you go. You know what I mean? I mean, I went in there to just be myself and, you know, not conform to whatever these guys wanted me to be, whether on TV or in the house. And I just knew that at the end of the day, if I was to get kicked out early, evicted early, or finish the game with a win, I wanted to be proud of the game that I played.
Yeah.
And then, you know, play the game how everybody expected me to. So
Exactly. And then you watch it and you're cringing
Yeah,
at yourself.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, dash for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, freaking. How does Big Brother work for people who don't know?
Okay, so in a nutshell, basically you're living in a house with strangers. Obviously you don't know anybody, and the point of the game is to obviously make it to the end where it's you and your final 2. You have challenges every week where someone gains power and can choose who is up for eviction.
So you, basically.
This
This guy won, he broke the record
Yeah.
for most challenge wins in Big Brother
Wow.
history. They're
How
like,
many
oh, he's a
challenges?
comp legend for sure. I was dying listening to, because like, they hate him, but they have to respect. It's like a LeBron thing
I
in
know.
there,
That's
to
the
be
thing,
honest.
it's like I knew, because even in the house, like, you know, you have your DR sessions where you know, you're talking to production, and it's where you see me talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Personally, some of the prompts they're giving me, I'm like, I can tell you guys are trying to make me sound like a
Villain.
real asshole right
Yeah.
now. I already know my storyline before I even got out.
Yeah.
But I mean, that, you know, encouraged me more to kind of stick to my guns and just like, all right, whatever. If that's what you guys want to see, then I'll give you what you want to see, and I'll still win this shit my way. You know? So that's what it was. So yeah.
Did you pick up any chores in the house? Like how everyone has, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that.
I was a cleaning guy, to be honest with you. I always had the vacuum.
The cleaning guy always stays, right?
Niggas.
We said that.
I told
He
these
said-
niggas-
He was like, if you can do something that will make other people happy, like
Yeah.
that they don't have to do,
Yeah.
so cleaning, dishes,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I mean,
then-
fair, but it also didn't keep me safe because I was on the block nonstop.
lot.
Well,
Yeah,
you
so-
did some things.
to make
Well,
you
not
be-
even really did some
Yeah.
things. You exposed some things.
I had to. I mean, there's so many situations that you guys only see a very
Small
minute,
part, right?
of it.
Yeah,
You
because we are
understand?
only seeing like what, a chopped up hour.
An hour, and it's like there's so much that happens in one single day that, you know, I could be best friends with you in the morning, and then by night we're ops. You know what I mean? So it's like
That's
people don't
serious.
understand that, and they just see the storyline that the production's building. So I'm not even mad at the public for how they viewed me about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are judging me off of what production's showing you, and it's
Yeah.
production's job to make an entertaining show, and to make an entertaining show, you have to like draw emotions out of people.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So you need the villains, and me and Zach were villains, so that's fine. And I had to play that role, and I played it. You know.
I always want to know how people felt coming off of the show if they're portrayed or skewed in a certain light. Do you hold any feelings against production?
No,
you
no, no, no,
salty?
no. I mean, I said myself, I said, when I go into this house, like this is me going through the casting process. I gotta be careful what I say. But I said, I'm either gonna be loved or I'm gonna be hated. And that was the case. I feel like people who love me. And then obviously if you hated me, they're like, this guy's the biggest piece of shit in the world, right? So
Yeah.
I knew what to expect. But ultimately, like I said, production has a job to do to make a great show. And they were gonna
Yeah.
do whatever they had to do to do that.
I mean, at the end of the day, so people saw the viral clip.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They did you learn about it like the first moment you came
As
out?
soon as I got out, they're like, you were
You're
on
a
6 Clouds.
clown.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh.
Guys are just yelling at you, you're a clown, you're a clown.
Yeah.
I would have showed up with a crusty shirt on, bro. I swear to God, like I would have been on you.
Listen, man, that's my guy. Hope's my guy. You know, we talked about it in the house. That it's kind of weird because even in the house, I had a conversation with him, and I'm like, bro, I get your perspective and why you felt the way you did. If we just could have talked about it,
Yeah.
we could have handled this a different way. I gotta be careful again when I talk about this, but nonetheless, you know, like I said, I understand his perspective on why he felt the way he did.
Yeah.
I just wish he would have talked to me earlier. It could have been handled differently, but we're good now. I have no bad.
Come to me and talk to
Yeah,
me, fam.
that's it. That's it.
He's just taking his own advice.
Yeah. But at the same time, like he might have had his own motives going into the house and wanted to be a certain character himself. So if that's what he wanted to do, then I respect it as well. If he wanted to,
So do people go into the house like planning a character?
I don't think everybody, but I do think
There's probably
there are
some
some people who
people.
go in there like
yeah.
Kuzi, for example, such a great girl outside. Like she's very quiet, very humble, but in the house she was like that girl. Like,
Yeah.
in your face,
Oh, yeah.
making the noise. Right.
You
So-
are a rat.
Right, exactly. Like, that's
Don't
what
step
she-
in my face. I am
I'm
within it.
Like, that's the thing now. We all see like within, right? But that's because of her, and I think
She's
she knew what she
amazing.
wanted to do going into the house. So people are getting their moment on TV. They're gonna do what they want to do with their moment. You know. So,
I mean, I love it. I feel like we're at a point now where we're all so seasoned in reality shows and especially reality competition shows that we know what to expect in terms of how they're going to skew you and skew
Exactly.
certain people's stories.
yeah.
And you can kind of, like you're saying, manipulate that in a way
Absolutely.
to your favor.
That's
But
the thing.
Yeah.
it takes a lot of focus. Like you're in there, you have no TV, nothing to the outside world. How did you stay occupied?
I walk. Like people, I don't know if they show this on the show. I haven't watched the entire thing yet, but like I literally just walk and people
In
are
circles?
like walk in circles. I just
In the house
pace
or
back and
outside?
forth and people are inside. Because a lot of times we're locked in, we don't even have access to. Again, I have to be careful what I say, but
Yeah.
just walking whenever I can, whether it's indoors or outdoors.
Yeah.
And people are like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Nothing. I just need
I
a
need to
moment to
move.
myself."
Something
You know,
to
I just
do,
gotta keep moving.
like-
I
That would
think-
survive in jail. No problem.
yeah, just push it back and forth. That's my
Occupy
thing.
my mind.
Where was the
I will
shot?
count
You
the
gotta start
tiles
doing
next.
meditation.
Where did they shoot this?
I can't
The
talk.
secret
can't-
location.
Not the actual
Red
address.
tape.
I want to know, like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's Finch. It's Jane and
It's in the
Finch.
GTA. I can say that. It's in
GTA.
GTA.
Okay.
It's in York
Who's
Gate
gonna
Mall.
show up?
Hello?
He's like, hello, I want to be on Big Brother.
You know that, you know that college that they say is in York Gate Mall? That's Big Brother.
I found it. Like,
Going into the auditions, were you already a fan of Big Brother, or was it just something like vibes?
One of my ex-girlfriends was like a super fan, so I would catch an episode here and there, but I never like watched it myself until I was starting to be casted for it, and I'm like, I should watch a
Some
couple
of the
seasons just to
shows.
understand like
Yeah.
The
concept of
concept,
the show.
yeah.
So I binge watched like 2 seasons before I started my process, but there was still people in that. I think probably everybody in the house knew the game better than I did. So I don't know if that was
probably worked to your advantage.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Like I think that the biggest super fans were like some of the biggest targets in the house because we realized they know so much about this game that
Yeah.
you gotta
They
be good.
overthink
Yeah.
because they know
Yeah.
too much.
That
You
too, so-
whereas you're thinking of one goal and sticking to
That's
that
it.
goal.
You know, I wanted to like send in an audition for this. Like
You
I was
should.
gonna do it for like the one that you were just
Yeah.
on, and then I was like, I mean, I just did have a baby. I'd have to like be away from her on her first
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah,
And I was like, maybe that's kind of selfish
Yeah.
of me,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, there's some people in there
But-
who have kids. That's a challenge in itself. Like,
Yeah,
being away from
because you're
family, you can't even
for
talk
how
to them.
long? Like months, right?
Yeah, like if you stay to the end, it's like 3 months.
Which
Yeah.
is why
So
it was
long.
cheating. This is why it was cheating. All right, so we'll play the viral clip. Everybody knows this viral
who
clip.
it's
Hold on, let me find the full
Okay,
thing.
I was gonna
'cause-
say when you'd find that viral clip. I was just gonna say that I don't watch Big Brother. I maybe have seen parts of certain things, right? And this guy that I do know, he watches it religiously, and he was like, "Yo, honestly, I'll teach you how to like finesse the game, whatever." And he was like, I was like, "Oh, maybe I need to like start binge watching all of like the seasons from." And he was like, "Don't do it." He was like, "Just go in there. I'll tell you what
Fresh
you need to
mind.
know.
Yeah.
You go in there and like just be." Vibes, and he was like, I bet you do way better than anybody else.
Yeah.
And it worked to your advantage.
I
So
think
he
that-
was right. I gotta go tell him that now.
You should definitely audition and see what you can do. But like, yeah, don't overthink the process.
not-
That would be my advice to anybody. Don't
Yeah.
overthink. Just go in there, be yourself, and like figure it out the best way you know how to figure it out. You know?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You
that's
can't
like
play anyone else's game.
kind of like Future when he doesn't listen to anybody else's music.
Or Lil Wayne.
And that's probably why their music sounds the way it sounds, like
them.
so
Makes sense.
uniquely them.
Exactly.
Because they're not taking influence from anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody knows the viral moment that happened, right?
should.
And leading up to it, people don't know the context, right?
Yeah,
Do you want to give them the context?
It's a long story. Long story short, there was a letter that was somehow gotten into the Big Brother house, which is obviously against the rules. The whole concept of the show is to be isolated from the outside world with strangers, with no contact to anybody else. The letter ended up in the house, and
And it sucks.
it sucks.
Shorty was slick. Put it in his sock.
Listen, shout out to Shorty though. She got it and she figured it out. But yeah, so it put me and my boy Zach, who was my closest ally at the time, in a situation where we jeopardized our game to look out for hope. Maybe he didn't see it that way in that moment, but nonetheless, we took it as him like backstabbing us because we were trying to look out for him.
So the letter was to him?
Yes.
Okay.
It was his girlfriend.
Yeah. And he showed it to us. Obviously, he knows the rules of the game. You're not supposed to have it. So when he's showing it to us, we're taking it as
And he didn't even need to. Imagine just dapped him up.
That's what I'm saying.
So I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
He's like, it's that thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So I mean, he used it. And like I said, to us, it was him telling us that he didn't want to be here. Because what people don't realize, and I watched the first 8 episodes, is that he's having a really hard time in the house connecting with people. And he's kind of saying, like, I don't know if I want to be here. I want to go home. I miss my family. I miss my girl. So I'm like, bro, don't make any rash decisions. Like, just give it some time and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But if you do sleep on it over a few nights and you really do want to go home, I
Then
will
make that-
line you up. So that's where that line came from when I said I'll line you up to leave the house without jeopardizing my game. Because at that time, he was an ally of mine.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
a number for me. And you need numbers in the house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. I'm not gonna like just completely dismiss the fact that you want to leave. So if you do want to leave, I'll set you up. So him showing me the letter was him telling me that he has thought about it and he wants to leave. So I'm like, all right, I got you. And on top of that, I'm playing in the power of veto competition, which basically determines who goes home.
Yeah.
And I have a great record with vetoes, obviously, as we know. So I was like, Zach, me and you are gonna throw this competition so that Hope can win and he can leave the house. He can get $5,000 because there was $5,000 with
On
the
the-
win
yeah.
for that competition.
So he
He's
doesn't
had-
leave with nothing.
he doesn't leave with nothing. And because up to that point, he's been trying to get a win for so long. So I'm like, bro, I don't want my boy to leave without getting a win.
Yeah.
And he did win.
And he did win because me and Zach let him. Like,
Yeah.
if you watch that competition back, I'm so far ahead of everybody. And I look over and see how far ahead of him I am. And I start slowing down my pouring because I'm like, I don't want to beat him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he wins that. And then he does what he
It
does.
was so funny how he acted when he won too. Because it was like,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, me and Zach are just like, oh man, little does he knows. And I hate even talking about it because I purposely didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to take the one. That's his only win. And I didn't.
oh, so this is an extra gravy exclusive world premiere.
I didn't
Exclusive.
want to take it away from him. Listen,
Faith was given to Hope.
I'm not taking it away, but I have to speak my part because like I've been getting destroyed for this situation online. And it's like people don't know the truth behind it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me and Zach, we're looking out for Hope.
That's so
And people don't realize that.
crazy.
Like, we threw the competition to him so
Zach-
that he had something to leave with.
So Zach, for those guys who don't know,
Man.
is like he was painted as the super villain
Man.
for the entirety of the season, right? Until he self evicted himself. And he didn't make any. He made some friends in there. Like you had like your 6 group of friends that he was with, but like the way they painted him was like a dickhead, like the entire time.
It's
And
very
that
easy to
part
do
is
that.
definitely not in there.
That's what I'm saying. It's like people don't see all the good stuff me and Zach did. And if they were to show, like even throughout the rest of the show, everyone's like, yo, we miss Zach, we miss Zach. If he was such an asshole, you wouldn't miss him.
Wouldn't miss him.
And
Yeah.
they don't show
He was
you
a
that
big
stuff.
personality.
He's a
You could
huge
tell.
personality, yeah. And it's like, he has
He's
a
the
certain-
white guy that's in the clip as well. I'll play
Yeah,
the clip
yeah,
right
yeah.
now. 1 second.
Oh man, what's going on with you?
Hold on. Yo, it
Already
was
the
so
start's
funny
crazy.
because when you don't have context and you're watching this, you're like automatically as a Toronto man, you're like, oh, it's up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
That was
I
literally
can
me
see
on
the
the TL.
demeanor. It's up. So I'm like, I'm watching this for the first time and I was just like, a fight?
I know.
A Toronto man fight on Big Brother?
Yep.
So then now when I watched the full thing, right? You came in there nonchalant, easy peasy. Man came in there with a drink too.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. I
yo,
didn't-
so
so what's good?
imagine telling me I'm intimidating you? And he's
Just like
like,
that.
what? And he's like, yo, people are telling me I'm intimidating you. Like, I'm not trying to do that. I hope you know that. And the guy's like, yeah, no, it's cool, whatever.
But let me pause you for a second. So in that same clip, I'm holding my my drink, and he stands up. I don't know if you guys see.
Oh,
that,
yeah,
but-
yeah.
And in that moment, it didn't click to me what he was doing because I'm not coming there on aggressive stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool, I just let it go. And then I left the room. They don't show that I actually come back a second time. I'm like, yo, what was that about? Because like I realized, like, is this guy trying to size me up? So I come back there by myself. Now it's Zach nothing. I'm like, so what's good? Like, is this a problem or not?
It took a
He's like, no,
second
it's
to
cool.
like
Yeah,
process. Like, wait.
because I didn't come in there on
Yeah.
that kind of
Yeah.
energy, you know?
Yeah.
So I came back. I'm like, yo, why'd you stand up like that? And I didn't have my drink that time because if something kicked off, then I'm like, all right, yo, we can go.
Yeah.
Nothing happened, of course. I left, and then
That's when Zach comes
the
back
third
in.
Exactly.
Zach comes in and talks to him for a second, and he tells Zach that basically he came in there trying to strong arm him
I did.
and intimidate him, and he's like, I did
never
not do any of
happened.
that. And then this ensues.
Now you're saying I'm strong arming you? I came in here and asked you if you felt like I was trying to intimidate you.
Fam.
Okay, did you say that?
Fam.
Yes, you just did.
That's such a
Fom.
Milton
Fom.
Fom. That's
That's
a
kind of
F.
how that kind of sounds like how Nola called me mom. She was like, mom,
Mom Fom. Maybe she was saying Fom. She doesn't have the teeth. She ain't got the teeth for Fom yet. That's crazy.
Came here and you said,
I literally came in here and said, do you feel like I'm hearing that people are telling me?
Fam, so come to me and ask me first.
Just did.
Are you?
That's what
Are
he
you
just.
good?
That's what
Come
he
to me
did.
first and ask me that. Don't
I literally just did.
The house we're in.
Bro, you're
right
a
now.
clown.
I'm
And then
a what?
you're a clown. You heard what I said,
clown.
bro. What did I do?
He's repeating it
clown.
too.
Yo,
That's what's
You're a
so
clown. I'm a
funny.
I'm a clown. Like,
I'm a clown.
I'm on the TL watching
okay,
this.
I'm a
Like, what is happening? What is this?
It was like the same thing. Like,
You're a clown.
oh, is that our new?
Oh, yeah.
You're a clown.
What is what?
But when I asked you that question, you said Ty comes in here and he's giving me this.
I did that.
How did you pull up in here?
I had a can in my hand. I said, bro, do
How
you
did
feel
you
like
pull up in here? How'd you
First of
pull
all,
up
I'm answering your questions.
How did you pull up in here? How did you
Do you want me to answer you or no?
How'd you pull up in here? How'd you
I
pull up in
literally,
here?
bro,
How'd you pull up
I'll
in
tell
here?
you step into
Yo.
it.
I'm not stepping to you. How'd
You
you
literally stepped to you.
But you're actually so patient, cuz.
Yo.
I'm the aggressor.
On God, I was like, how is he not decked him already? I'm
You guys
like,
asked me, how'd you come in? How'd you come in? How'd you
yo,
come in?
I had to look up
brother.
how much the prize money was. 'Cause I'm like,
there's no way, fam.
I saw it, I was like,
Okay.
yeah, you gotta allow it.
Not
Scott.
gonna-
That's what I'm saying.
Gotta allow it.
You see, like, I'm not the aggressive person in any of these
In
interactions.
none of it.
At all.
None of
The way
it.
they edit it, it almost looks like I'm instigating every time.
But
it's not the case.
it's crazy.
But I don't think.
You're not that guy, bro. I'm telling you right now. We're done. I don't want to hear that from nobody
You're
else.
not
We're
that
done.
guy.
Now, what told you he wasn't that
I
guy?
know it's ready. We won't get into it. I know it.
He told him some deep dark secrets.
Listen, on rip, any man that's getting a letter from his girl, I'm like, nah.
So what was his letter about?
It was just like giving
general
support,
letter,
like
yeah,
I
just
love
a
you,
support.
miss you type thing. But
So-
still,
It's not
when
the-
you're in the house, you're not supposed to have
So
any
how
connection.
how did he get it?
It
was
through
it
his
like
socks.
the-
They brought in
yeah.
some clothes.
Oh,
This was
they give
after
you,
the
like-
premiere.
Oh, okay, so
So-
you get new clothes.
Yeah, so if you have things from the outside that you need, like clothing or
Yeah.
products, whatever it is, you can request them. And obviously, the production does their best job to like kind of make sure nothing's in there and
Search
search
and,
and stuff.
yeah.
But it somehow got in. And
Now
Need
it
that
makes
shorty for
sense.
jail, brother.
Yeah, that's what I thought of. Yeah,
that's the writer.
She is needed. There's a jail nigga looking her LinkedIn up right now for sure.
She's
Yo.
well equipped in smuggling things.
Yeah, man. So that's and the thing is too is like when you watch other episodes, he's really not that guy at all. Like he's very happy-go-lucky,
Yes.
full of
That's the
energy
thing.
type of
That's what I
guy.
loved about this guy. Like that's why I was defending him. Like the first couple weeks, he was rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. Him and Johnny ended up like best of friends because of me.
That's crazy.
Johnny was threatening to either self-evict. He's like, there's a time when him and Hope kicked off, and he's like, bro, either Hope goes or I'm self-evicting. I'm like, Johnny, just relax. If you talk to Hope on like one-on-one, you'll love this guy. And of course, I put them in the room. I said, you guys talk it out. Now they're best of friends. People don't see that.
Why are people so easy to threaten to leave though?
And that's the thing. I don't know.
Do they
Okay,
not
If
even
you're not-
want to be there?
you're not
Like,
gonna win.
I can't really talk because like it'd be hypocritical for me because I was considering leaving because of the sack situation.
Yeah.
But my
Yeah.
reasoning for wanting to leave was not what everybody else
Honestly,
wanted.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a place though.
It wasn't. Honestly, God, it
I
wasn't.
thought it was a play because I'm like,
To me,
yo, I know those ones where you gotta act
Yeah.
like,
No. For me, no.
what should I do? Go home or $100,000.
No, honestly, I was just because like I felt I don't.
It's
want
only
that
because I knew you won why it looked like a
Yeah,
play though.
yeah,
If
of
you're just
course, of course.
watching it, you're probably like, no, this guy is going through it right
I
now.
was pissed off. It was more like frustration. Like, man, I'm losing my guy for a situation that has never happened in BB Can history.
And now that we know that you're trying to help the guy that
It
got
makes it
ended
even
up
worse.
staying.
Like, imagine your brethren trying to back your next brethren, and like you're like, wow. After we just tried, we're the only ones looking after
Crazy.
you in this house. Like, how are you gonna do that to
and
us?
this is a bigger joke. So as a result, they bring in Hope, who has the letter, the guy who got the letter. And the producers now know, and they're talking to him about it. They start doing their own investigation, whatever. They bring them all back downstairs. And as a result, everybody else got letters from their loved ones because it was unfair that he got one. And they all start crying and weeping. Oh my
That's what I'm
God.
saying.
And I'm here like, thank this man.
Yeah.
You guys they were literally all just calling him low down dirty rats, all this type of
because you-
stuff.
because you told
because
that
they
he had the letter.
exposed, and
First of all, I
now
didn't
the
tell.
exposing of the letter is
Led
the
to-
reason everybody gets letters from their
that was
loved
what
ones.
pissed me and Zach off the most. It's like
He looked like the hero.
they made Hope the hero because he cheated.
Yeah.
And now everybody else is like, oh my God, like Hope, like thanks. Like, they just associate Hope with this positive outcome.
Wow.
And
Wait,
it's
hear
weird,
me
and it
out.
makes me and Zach look even worse.
So did the producers plant the letter? Did they tell his
know.
girlfriend
Okay, guys,
to
we're
write
getting-
the
No,
letter?
I
That's some
don't
Mona
put
Scott
it in
Young
the-
shit. If that's
That would be amazing.
wow. Big Brother
I would
Canada?
literally rate Canadian TV
That's
so
what I'm
much
saying.
more.
That's some Mona Scott. That's love and hip hop shit level. Like,
I'm giving Canadian TV a dub.
Yeah, that's a big dub.
That's
I'm
a
just
big dub.
saying. Because then all of a
That's a
sudden
crazy
everybody
play.
gets letters. Like, I
Production-
don't
production did
know.
an
Like, I should
amazing
direct
job.
movies from that's crazy.
But you know how like, you know how much you have to think that this is gonna work. Like you have to.
You just have to have like
You have to
hope.
know that he's going. You have to have hope. Said you gotta have hope. But what if, like, there's so much variables of him not finding the letter,
Well,
and
no, but,
him
like-
finding the letter and then not telling anyone.
No, but that's the thing. So it's just like you can plant it. You can plant the seed and see what happens.
See how it grows.
You know, they're like they probably
Maybe they planted
could've-
10 or 12 seeds, and this is the only one that got
No.
found.
They
no,
could have
I
just
can-
like pre-planned, like, okay, if he does see it, this is what's gonna happen next. If he doesn't see it, this is whatever. If this happens, like you know,
True.
you
Yeah,
can kind
true.
of
But
just
that's,
like
even
think.
that mind is crazy.
He's like, I
It's
don't
like that show you
want
told me about, the rehearsal.
Yeah.
Dog, that
Yeah.
mind is
Oh, you watched it?
Yes.
He's been watching it. After
Dog.
the day you said it,
Literally the day after I
he
watched
went,
it. This
like,
is crazy.
to watch
Unreal,
it.
right?
What's his name again?
Nathan Fielder.
Nathan
This show
Fielder.
called The Rehearsal.
Is that
It's,
new?
Couple years,
Yeah, couple
probably
years.
2 or 3 years. It's on Crave. It's basically this guy. I can't even say it because
Yeah,
saying
You're gonna
it
ruin it.
ruins it.
Yeah.
I can't
I'll
even
watch
give you
it.
the plot.
So
the
just
plot,
watch it. Rehearsal.
Watch the first
Great.
episode. You're gonna be like, "What the hell am I watching?" And then you're gonna watch the rest of them.
You're gonna be
Like-
addicted.
like
Yes,
that.
yeah, it's
Honestly,
like that.
It's
one of those.
unreal. It's unreal. But anyways, back to you. So you win these challenges, right?
yeah.
Now, some of these challenges, if you didn't win, you were gone.
It's a goner.
Like plain
Goner.
cut.
Goner.
And I find that very interesting how you say like we don't see a lot, right?
Yeah.
Because even in the finals, when it's come times to vote, I'm like,
Yep.
how many people are voting for Ty
Yeah,
after
yeah.
this?
Yep.
Like just straight out of envy, not even like
That's the thing.
they don't like you, but like this guy wins everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Hope, I had to touch on this topic. We're still good. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. I'm not trying to drag your name. I just had to make my side known. Because
Light skins are winning. Let's go.
Delete that.
I just have to make sure.
You got a rare light skin W in masculinity, I will say.
Let's see, I was saying that still.
Yo, for the first
see how
time,
we're
a dark
saying
skinned
that.
man fell to masculinity. It was wild.
But yeah, so,
Oh, look at he was still. The guy's a clown, bro. Came home.
Maybe he's just a clown gal.
Yo, don't kill me.
what were we talking about? Sorry,
The
competitions.
challenges.
The challenges, yes.
about
So some of them you would have been out,
Yeah.
right? Now, when you're going into these challenges, do they tell you beforehand if it's a mental, physical, anything
No,
like that?
you have no idea until you step into it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you literally walk in, they read you the rules right there, and then it's showtime.
They're
So
like, dang, gotta
yeah.
get.
What if you
It
didn't eat or
poppin'.
something, bro? Like, that's my biggest concern. Like, I'm going in,
You
like,
have no
stomach's
choice.
empty. Like, you're gonna run 8 miles. I don't know. Like, you know, it's just Jesus
The thing I love
Christ.
about reality shows that even it out, especially when you're talking about with both genders playing the same games, is they will make sure that it's not all physical. So like
Yeah.
the super strong guy doesn't just beat out
Okay,
everybody.
everybody.
balanced.
Or the super smart person just doesn't mentally win
Yeah.
everything.
That
Like
was, that was the thing that I was catching flack. Like people were just been shitting on all my accomplishments and saying, "Oh, like he only won because everybody else was weak." I'm like, guys,
some of them were mental games.
there's only 3 of my wins that I could say are generally
Physical games, yeah.
Everything else it was skill based, puzzles,
Yeah.
trivia. So
The trivia was
I'm
super
just smarter than you.
fucking
That one
wild.
was
I think that was one of the best moments
Yeah.
in Canadian game show history.
yeah, I was
period.
surprised I won that, and it's just like part of the rules is like if somebody is ahead by a certain amount of points, they cut it early, and I met that threshold. Like I was so far ahead that they stopped early, so that was like huge accomplishment for me winning trivia in that fashion. You know?
Yeah,
So
Jeez.
that was
they
probably
were
my
going
most-
head to head on the trivia, and
Yeah.
mind you, him and the finalists.
Oh, that was the second one, yeah. Hey.
Now, was that strategic at all?
That was real. That was real. That was
Planting body seeds were I think we found the episode title.
I just found out
Body
that today. I was just visiting her.
Okay,
So
okay.
everything's legitimate.
Visiting.
Is it like a Love Island situation where like you're
Visiting.
expected to split the money now?
No.
Yo, you gotta think of it this way.
Wait, so you guys both ended up at the end?
At the end.
together?
And she
And
brought
she
me.
made
brought
sure
me.
he
won?
stayed at the end.
She brought me.
Cause she had she won the trivia between both of them, but they was neck and neck. Like
yeah.
every answer, they'd have the same answer. The final 3, she gets
got
the
it.
right answer.
Yep.
He gets the right answer. She got the final one.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. So, and that was the thing. Like people were like trying to say I have no social game, and I was just a comp beast, whatever. I'm like, guys, listen. If I didn't have a social game, I wouldn't have got saved by Daniel C earlier on in the season, and then I wouldn't have gotten taken by Claudia because she would have been like, "There's no way I'm going to stand beside Ty in the final." She would have just brought Daniel C, right?
But you planted the body seed, brother. Yes, I Where's she from again? PEI? She ain't never had no Toronto.
Yeah, we got her. We got her.
She about to move here just now.
She's actually coming in July. So,
See? Personal trainer buddy or fisherman buddy? Which one you want? Which one smells better?
She played a great game. Like honestly, like and
She killed it too.
She destroyed it.
Yeah.
She had the most wins after me. So
Yeah.
I mean that speaks to how strong of a player she was. And then on top of that, at the end of the game,
Look at
she
the love.
Power couple.
No, 100%. You know, that was my goal. I wanted like if I was gonna get into a showmatch with somebody, I wanted it to be with someone who
Showmans. I love
I
that.
know, was a strong competitor. And
Showman.
she was the strongest female competitor in my eyes.
Yeah.
People are shitting on her because she brought me and didn't cut me at the end. I'm like, guys, you need to understand that like, how can you not respect somebody who wants to win against the best?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No,
That wasn't
honestly,
me, like-
when she cut that, because the other guy that she could have kept on for the finals, he probably won one competition the entire
so he's weak.
show.
Yeah.
So he's not necessarily the strongest in terms of.
So
but
she could
I
have
think
just taken an easy
you know,
W or like.
this is
try?
what I think though, because it comes down to the vote after
That's
that.
the thing.
So
It
I'm
goes both
like,
ways because even if Daniel
he's a
C-
little likable.
It's not even this that like we know the alliances that by the end of the game you know everyone's
The
alliances.
crown,
The
they have
crown.
like names for it. The
That's
crown.
the thing. So Daniel C was part of the crown. So if he was to have been brought to the end, he automatically had 4 votes.
he would have won.
He just needed one more, and there was another girl, I won't say the name, who
Yeah.
did not like Claudia. So that would have been her fate would have been sealed already. after
Yeah.
that. She would have lost it. I think either which way, she had a better chance against me. Not
Than
to
what
mention
she
it would have
did.
been a respectable win against somebody like
Yeah.
me who played the type of game I played. So
It made all the sense because if she honestly could have cut you
Yeah.
and but she knows she would have to. It would be a tough battle to beat him in terms
Exactly.
of getting the votes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, cutting him and then keeping you, especially in terms of how the producers filmed it,
Yeah.
was like, oh wow, you got to give her.
Perfect.
She's got way more integrity.
Exactly. And on top of that, like she still made history in terms of we're the first showmans in BB history to make to a final 2. Because every
Nice.
showmans in the past has cut each other. So we stood beside each other in a final. And on top of that, you know,
Look at that, breaking color barriers.
just like that. You know what I mean? All types of history's been made.
That's so stupid.
Is she a white girl?
Yeah. She can come to Legacy Wars. It's all good, man.
So yeah, I mean,
Let it in,
So
man.
it's about to be Ika and Demetrius part 2 because like they did it together
Oh,
and they're
yeah?
still together.
Yeah.
But one of them cut each other.
Yeah, they didn't.
I don't know.
Neither of them won.
No, they didn't win, but they were on the show together.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh wait! I remember her episode. Yeah, no, I remember why she's famous now. Her
'Cause she did
exit
twice.
was fucking
No, she
epic.
went on twice,
about it.
right?
She
She
shredded
went on
everyone's
twice,
money.
Yeah.
She
That
shredded
was the
everyone's
first-
letters. Letters from
yeah.
home.
Oh, I
That
did
was
see
that
that
was the
on
first.
Twitter.
Wasn't that the first season that she was on? I think she
She's
was
on
on 2
multiple?
seasons.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh,
So she went and did one like back in the day, and then they invited her
Was like an
again
all-star?
to do
Yeah,
I
something
guess.
like that.
It was like an
That's the
all-star.
thing because she's such a big personality.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she's good TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what
look
I'm
look how she parlayed it into a YouTube career
Like
and
her
influencing.
career in
like
general, yeah.
you could tell she was multi-talented.
Because like
from
even
before.
afterwards, I remember seeing her on like E-Talk or something
on
like
one of them,
that, and she was doing hosting related stuff on TV, and it was because she was on BB Can. But like, there's a couple of people. Like, there's this girl Brittany Blair who I know who was on one of the earlier seasons, and now she's
Oh yeah, I talked to her actually. Right
Yeah,
after. I did an interview with her.
because
Yeah.
she works for ET.
One of
One of
those, I
those
can't
two.
remember. Yeah.
They're both like, who names it both the same? Like, what the fuck? Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
she like has been able to build a career,
Yeah.
like a TV career from it too. So it's good.
That's what's up.
What's your
man.
plans now?
Yeah.
How are you gonna
parlay this?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have my people working for me in the background trying to get some brand deals.
Big Orange!
Yeah, Big Orange. Big Meeks. Yeah, so I'm just working with agencies trying to get on board with a PR agency as well to do some damage control in terms of
In terms of your image.
Yeah, in terms of my image. But no, I definitely want to do a lot of charity work. I want to see if there's other opportunities, whether in reality TV or acting. I just think that there's so many opportunities right now that I'm just kind of throwing darts at everything and seeing what hits. And it's just going to build from there. But I definitely want to do a lot of charity because that's been a lot of my focus throughout the process too, just like doing it for my people. That's why I didn't care about what the general public thought of me because I know that my people that I'm trying to connect with, they see me and they know
Yeah.
me. So those are the people that I care about, and that's the people that I want to cater to now that I have the opportunities to do so.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fire.
So going into this, did you have that as a goal,
was
or
gonna ask
was
that,
it just like I really just want to play a game and do
No,
something different?
No.
Or
This is obviously a huge experience, and it was supposed to be fun, but I also just wanted to make sure that I opened up. Like, I didn't care about the money, and I made that known through. I got stopped so many times by production about talking about the money because I kept telling people I don't give a fuck about the money. Like,
Yeah.
I think anybody who makes it on the show, if they're smart enough, they can make the $100,000 off of the opportunities that will open
Opportunities,
up
yep.
outside of the show.
There's a lot of people who don't make it to the finals that could very well
Exactly.
get $100,000.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many people that have made. Like you're talking about certain
Like
names that have gotten
Ika,
hired,
yeah.
Ika or Jed or Tashawn. These people have great social media followings and they leverage that. So you can make the money regardless, and that's why it didn't matter to me. I wanted to play a game that I could be proud of, one, and then two on top of that would stand out enough for once I left the house, I could leverage it myself.
yeah,
to do something
continue.
for myself.
Because I'm
Continue.
sure there's like so many people in Big Brother Canada that probably won that they don't even
they're gone.
like
They have their 15 minutes and then they do
Yeah.
nothing with it. You know what I mean? But then you have people who didn't win, who are
And they're still
here. Ika
doing
did not win a
things.
show, but she's probably the biggest name in BB Can
Look at
history.
Miller.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So
What's his name? Miller. What's his name?
What are you talking about?
Big black guy. Miller.
Oh, Anthony?
Is that his name?
Is Anthony Davis? Or not Anthony.
The Brow?
No, because his name is like
Miller Boys. What's
Oh,
his name?
that one. The he was forever ago. The big black dark skin guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I can't
Miller
remember
Miller
his first
Brothers.
name.
I know
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Instagram. Miller Brothers. But yeah,
he was
does
huge
like things.
personality on there, and he's still doing
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Anthony Douglas. That's his name.
Dougie.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Because
No.
he
Doing
was
his thing
like
too,
a light skinned big guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I was
Yeah,
like
he's doing his thing too.
Yeah, no. I don't remember what season,
I think he was a while ago.
like season 3 or
Yeah,
some
he
shit
was
that.
like old.
Where's he
like
from?
the
OG.
Miller guy.
He's from
Yeah.
Toronto.
Scarborough?
I think so.
Might have been season 6. I watched that one. I'm pretty sure he got kicked out pretty early though.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably.
And he's still
But he's still getting like partnerships.
Yeah.
and
Still
stuff
does
like that,
ad
yeah.
stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out Scott, bro. But was there anyone in the house that just you can tell they were just there for the money?
Like they needed it.
There's nothing wrong with it either. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
We're all trying to win the show. Like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
money. Like if you're driven by the money, cool. Like just I wasn't driven by the money because I.
Kuzi got a little power hungry.
I think so. And
I think she
that-
got a little power
Yeah,
hungry
yeah.
and just it played too much into it. Started making people think, why are you so adamant? Like,
You
because
know?
like you had a cool demeanor about you,
Yeah.
right? And there's a couple people in there that were like just cool, level headed, just chilling and riding it out. But then there were some people who was like, yo, I need
This
this.
is it. Yeah, this is their life. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like it was different for everybody in terms of what motivated them.
Yeah.
And for me, it was never the money, which is why I think it also worked to my advantage because I didn't care if you guys evicted me. So I'm going like when I'm going into these competitions, knowing that it could be the end for me if I lose. There was no stress for me because I'm
Yeah.
like, whatever. If I leave, I'm cool. I'll figure it out
Yeah.
outside of this, regardless. So that allowed me to keep my composure and just like think straight.
Was there any like house moms or house dads that?
Yeah, shout out to Vanessa. She self evicted earlier in the game.
Yeah.
But you know, I looked at her as a mom. I had a frustrating moment with her because
You
she's
were
also a
able to
super
talk to
fan.
her?
But I
Was that the bald girl?
yes.
Yes, I figured.
Super nice lady. She either got along with you or she didn't.
Yeah.
I respect her nonetheless. Like she was just a great energy in the house.
She's like, I'm coming to shake shit up. I was dying.
Listen, everyone comes there with their motives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that's what she wanted to do, she wanted to make a name for herself. Then cool. She did what she needed to do.
Listen, I rate anybody that tries to become the New York, the Danger. Who else? Who else is like huge personality on a reality show? Like just fucked everything up. Delicious was,
But she's
Delicious
still
only
fucking
become famous
relevant. I
because
don't get
New York
it.
was in that season.
Yeah.
And because her
Angelina.
ass is the bunda is hallelujah.
But
Delicious.
she's been able to milk it for fucking 20
so
years.
So have many men. So have many men. I believe didn't one of the what are them niggas called? The Central Park 6?
They were, he was
One of them niggas was in
Central
yeah,
Park 5. No, they got married.
Yeah,
and divorced.
Yeah, because he was literally
And she
hitting
took her money.
He was literally hitting her.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's,
We're not in
yeah,
Brooklyn.
I mean, I
allegedly.
can't even really blame him still. The system did that.
Yeah.
I watched the movie. I'm going to give those guys all the grace, yo.
Yeah.
That movie made me bawl. Like, that's
bro,
one of those.
same.
It was.
That's
First
one of those
episode I cheered
movies
up,
where you have those movies where like you're like, I'm never watching this again,
Bro,
Like Fruitvale Station, never watching.
I made my dad watch it. He was cheesed. He's like, yo, why you make me feel like this?
Why are you making my face cry? That's crazy.
My eyes water.
But that show was heavy, though. You're right. After
Yeah.
the first
Yeah, I know.
episode, it was like, oof. Man, I teared up, and I'm like, yo, I told my girl, I'm like, yo, watch it. Be depressed with me. Watch it. Like, watch this. It was rough.
Yeah, no, that was a
Or that
hard
other
one.
one with Regina. It was only one season on Netflix, and it was about her son.
Oh God, yeah,
7
no.
seconds or something like
Seven,
that?
Yeah,
was it
no.
7 seconds?
Not doing that shit.
I felt
I
like
never
it was
watched it,
7
though, yeah.
seconds.
That's trauma porn, bro. I'm
Yo.
good. I am good.
I watched it. It was good, but like it was also a lot.
lot.
you know? Actually, Delicious was the one that told me to watch it when I was at her house. I sat there.
Did you sniff her
waiting
chair?
for her.
Anyways,
No,
I'm
I'm not Charlamagne.
just want to get a
no.
whiff. Just want to get a whiff of that.
Me and her had
Hot air.
We had beef.
What do you think? Woo, you had beef?
We didn't like each other.
Wait,
Why?
Delicious?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, because
She wanted your
lot.
spot? Oh.
she was
I heard she's not the best to work with at all.
no, not
Many
at all.
radio stations have said this. They've tried her. They've tried plugging
I
her
know.
in multiple radio stations,
Well,
and
that's
it
where
just will not work.
Well, that's where she was. She was at the radio station that I went to and I worked, and she didn't like that there was like, you know, a little cute thing walking around and everybody getting
And
the
she's old.
attention away from her. That's what I'm
You're
saying.
reminding her she's
I
old.
was 26 years old, bro.
Yep.
You
No,
were
she
like
old.
38 or 39 at the time. Relax,
yeah,
dog.
no.
Like,
She was at least mid-30s when she did Flavor of Love,
she was
man.
so fake. Oh my gosh. And it was just like a lot.
But the bunda.
She she used to walk with it like we've all seen her ass because she would walk around the office with it like hanging out and shit.
Need a
Yeah.
time machine.
Yeah, Marlon-
And,
I'm looking for a time machine.
and one day it got so bad that we actually had like an argument
Her
in
ass?
the office.
I thought that too.
Her ass got so bad?
Holy
What do you
shit.
mean?
That back shot air is crazy.
Oh, you mean the tension? Okay, because he was talking about ass, and you're like, one day got so bad. I assumed you were
Yeah.
talking about the ass. My
I was
fault.
like, what?
Go
The
on, go on,
bunda.
Maybe it did. You know?
It was yelling at you. Go on. What happened?
Yeah, maybe. I have stories, but I don't want to say it. on camera, but,
Say it. Say it. Content.
no, they're just talking about like, because she's just
Pom pom stink. Just tell the truth.
she like she
guy.
was trying to say that it's not her, like it's a real butt, right? And it's like, bro, it's not your real ass. She keloids. So whenever she gets like piercings, tattoos,
Oh, yeah.
like keloids,
That's what
like
was
those
a big
bumps.
thing
It
when she was on the show.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
She got
and
them
even
removed
had,
off her
like,
shoulders or something
Yeah,
like that.
she even had like one on her face, like on her eye or whatever the case may be.
Some black people keloid very easily. I have one on my chest.
She's one of them. So it's just like a bump that grows when you get like piercings, tattoos, anything that.
Any cut.
Yeah.
Really?
You
Really?
can get
Any
like a
cut.
cut
I
depending.
thought it was just a piercing. That's crazy.
Nah, if you
No,
get
no, no.
cut, it's liable to happen just anywhere on your
wow.
skin.
It just depends on how sensitive your skin is, right? So we all know that you fucking get keloids. We can see them, right? And so she goes around talking about, oh, my ass is real. I did. Like, she's honest about like her tummy tucks. She's while we worked together, I promise you, she would just disappear and not tell anybody either, which is so fucking wild. How do you not show up for work the day of when you're supposed to
On a radio
at
show.
7 a.m. when your show started at 6 a.m. You call and be like, yeah, I'm not coming because I'm in Miami and I got my breasts redone and I can't fly back to Detroit. Like,
We're in a
what?
very odd time.
She, fuck.
That was even back then. That was a while ago
It was
too.
2016.
Yeah.
So, you know, 2016, 17, 18.
Don't you find it odd that, and I'm not body shaming anyone, but I mean just the process, that it's so easy for people to run to this process? Like, I have no interest in being anywhere near doctors or hospital unless I have to get checked up.
Yeah.
But people are actively spending money to go under a knife,
Yeah.
go to sleep, potentially die, bleed out. Like, there's so much that could go wrong.
There is.
And there's women that
Kanye's
do
mom.
Yeah,
like
no, it's like I was thinking
multiple
about that right now.
surgeries,
But
bro.
there's people, it's
They'll
not
go
even
back
about-
and do it again.
You
Like,
can go back and do it again because I feel like it gets addictive. Like, I have a friend who has
that's-
gone through so many surgeries in the last like 6 months, year, and I'm just like, girl, like, when are you gonna stop? Because obviously, I know it's a mental thing because you're never gonna look the way that you want to essentially look. The biggest issue is that people don't go to proper places. There's so many people who are just selling like, oh, we can do this, we can do that, and they're not good doctors. It's like a chop shop. I follow this one plastic surgery Twitter. I think it's a black guy that lives here who runs it, and he works.
You got me.
He works
Buns and guns.
doing like social for a lot
2K, I
of the
got you.
plastic surgeons and stuff. And he posted this one thread about this girl. I think her name is Rolly. She's huge. Okay?
Oh my God.
Huge.
Rolly.
Her name is Rolly for a reason, right?
out, Rolly.
Because she
Was
got
she
mad
thick?
rolls.
Last
No,
name
she's
Poli?
huge.
Oh,
like that's what I'm talking
God.
about. She's
Polioli.
huge.
wait. Hold on. Who calls her Rolly?
Everyone. It's her Instagram
Does
name.
she
Yes.
calls herself?
Okay. That's the most
No,
important
I
part.
just want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause it's-
She's like,
everyone
oh,
calls
because she
her
got
Rolly.
mad rolls. I'm like, she's like, everyone does it. I'm like, not me. What's happening right now?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's her like name.
I
And
thought it because she
so-
wasn't tick.
No. She's thick. She's really big, okay? Like 400 pounds vibes, you know? And so there's limits on you going in and getting this work done. You know, you can't be too heavy. Your BMI has to be something. You have to be close to like getting. And she partnered with this doctor that's known on Instagram because he'll partner with influencers, give them free work, and then but they're known for being a chop shop because they have so many deaths associated with them.
So it's
and
not
so she
Dr. Miami.
partners. No, I think it's called like
Dr. Rhode Island.
I think it's called Glow or something maybe. Like it's a stupid name. It's really
Glow.
Glow.
It's the glow up.
Yeah. And so she went and they gave her a BBL. Okay, she's
4
too
bills?
big
4
to
bills.
have a BBL. And
4
so
bills,
you
BBL,
look at the
mad.
surgeries that she did.
Yeah.
First of all, that's problematic because you're not a candidate to even fucking get a BBL at this point. And so they gave her the surgery and it's like she's still isn't BBL. Like she's still
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
rolly,
Yeah.
but just a little bit less.
showed up there, they're like,
and then she has to
"Are you
go
sure
and
you're
do
not here for the
another
gastric
BBL.
bypass?"
It's literally fucking insane.
She's still rolling.
So that's my biggest problem. Like, if you're gonna, like, I've contemplated surgery so many different times, you know, and it is scary the thought that so many things could go
terrifying, bro.
wrong.
Yeah.
But it's like, how
It's
are
the
you
quick fix,
willfully?
though.
How are you willfully going to a place that has a history of not being good just because you want to pay $3,000 for a BBL, bro? No, like if that's what you're driving for, like.
Let me tell you the worst part.
You can't afford it then. You know, you can't do it.
You ever seen those videos of the Uber drive home?
Oh,
guys ever seen those?
yeah.
When on their stomach or whatever.
Because you can't sit on your butt.
Yeah.
You can't sit on your butt.
sideways?
So they go in the things. Have you ever seen them on the plane? They do it on the plane.
They're always
too.
praying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
For
being
real.
being on all fours in
Or-
the Uber.
If that nigga breaks quick, it's over, dog.
Or you go and you rent like a bigger car or have somebody pick you up in a bigger car and you lay
on the dash.
across everything on your stomach.
Fatality, dog. You're done.
Yeah, you can't sit on your butt for a while. You have to buy like a pillow.
Yeah,
and
you have to sit
put
for
your.
like
It's like
weeks,
a
right?
yeah.
It's like a donut.
Yo, I
Yeah,
seen
and
one where the
even
cops,
your bed,
You have
you
to
know,
sleep-
the
you have to
cops
sleep, like,
arrested
on
a
your
girl that
special
just
bed
got
and
it done, and Shorty had to.
Oh yeah, she
sit
had like
on her
mad
bum,
packs. I
yes.
saw that.
She
Yeah,
had
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing and she couldn't like sit.
She
on
had
her
to be
bum.
on like her stomach. They had to hog tie her like a pig, bro.
That is crazy.
Oh god, I can't
Anyways,
breathe.
back to delicious. So she guards her ass
Your
is
hot tie is
real.
crazy.
And I remember this one time where she was wearing a very short skirt, right? And so she goes outside. A lot of people are outside. She's getting this person to take her pictures like she always does. And the wind comes up and she doesn't have like any panties on. And all you see is her fucking
Where was I?
like all you see is the keloids all over her butt.
Oh,
And it's like, bro.
see, and this is the
the
thing.
math ain't matching.
You're
I
getting
thought it
this
was
done.
real.
You're getting this done.
And then lying about it.
You're not even just lying about it. You're getting it done for it to look better, knowing your skin condition. And then when a man gets back there,
Oh,
leeches. It's like, what I'm saying, like, what are we
you
doing?
can see through the tights. Like,
Earthworm Jim? What are we doing right now, bro?
mad bullet holes. Oh,
That
I
is
don't know.
crazy.
That makes sense. Like, just be honest. Like, we all know that
know.
you've gone through surgery. Like, you've shared that multiple times.
And
Just
if she was
be
honest
about
about
your
it,
butt,
that's more
like, yeah, you
respectable,
might
to
have
be
been
honest.
thick.
Facts.
You might have been thick. You might have had a booty all the time, but like your booty was never that big.
Yeah.
You know, like your waist is literally this big. Your
But even
arms
past
are literally
that,
this big.
she doesn't have to have this like insecurity that she's like walking around with and trying to hide because she doesn't want people to know. If you just let it be known, she'd probably get a skincare deal off of it, some shit.
To fix the kilos. you
Because
know?
people
Have
love when you're
smoother
vulnerable,
booties.
yo,
Yeah.
and show your vulnerabilities,
For
and
sure.
especially when it's something they can identify with. Look at Winnie Harlow and her entire journey
Yeah.
with skin, right? And now you're seeing so many girls with the same condition
Yeah.
going up to her crying, like, yo, you don't know what you've done for me. Like,
Well, remember, Delicious is older. So, like, there was a time when all these people would lie. Kim K,
touche.
Nicki Minaj.
She is from that generation,
Remember
yeah.
Nicki Minaj be
very true.
lying about her ass? But, like, bro, we all know you went and got your fucking ass.
It was very
done.
taboo for their generation.
Yeah, so it's like everybody wanted to lie about it and be like, no, it's like natural. But now people are a lot more honest. So I think like she's gotten to that point where she's a little bit more vulnerable about.
she don't need to lie, man. She's too fine to lie. Nobody cares, bro.
She's
Nobody
psychotic.
cares.
I can never trust anyone
The
like
fact that
you
you're
know?
like,
What do you mean?
Don't trust
Someone
her.
that gets
Don't
surgery or someone
Yeah,
that
like someone like
lies about the
she's fi-
surgery.
Exactly, she's fire. It's like you can never date her. She's like, no, it's real.
Yo, she
Would
has,
you be mad if
listen,
your
listen,
wife
she has a
like told you
tattoo.
later on, like you have some kids and you notice they don't look nothing
Face?
like you?
That happened.
I look like your old
that-
face.
yo,
that happened before.
That happened to that. There's a rumor that this Asian woman.
Yeah, she got her face.
That goes
done.
on Facebook every year. This is like 2007. That shit been floating.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's a lie, but it's a very cool story where they said that this husband sued his wife because all the kids, you see the kids in the picture, they all do not look like the mom or the dad, right? And the mom has this beautiful face. Dad's a conventionally
together,
handsome
yeah.
guy. And
Kids
they
are
showed
butt ugly.
that's a better way of putting it.
Bless their heart.
I'm trying to be political.
You know, they look a certain way, and she's like,
China, I love you. I love you. China,
Problems
the
over there.
nukes, not here. But essentially, they showed pictures of her old face.
Okay.
And that matched what the kids look like currently. So they're saying that the man suited the wife and won, but it
Yes.
never happened.
Well, yeah, we see that.
You would sue her too?
100%.
There's a lot.
You to her?
100%.
You to her? Are you getting a divorce? Are you getting a divorce if wait,
It's
if
too
the kid
public,
comes
bro.
out,
I can't
the
clear
kid
it up.
comes out, that's when you realize.
Man.
If it's just one kid, yeah, we can divorce. If it's 3,
Triplets?
I'm going to Congo. Salute. Nah, I'm gone.
Speaking of Congo,
Oh, let's talk about it, buddy. Congo caught
it's a very sad day.
That's a very happy day for Congo.
It's very sad. It's a happy day for Congo. Come on. Sad day for the rest of the world.
I don't know.
Listen.
Meg The Stallion was seen today with Lukaku. This guy is scoring more off the pitch than on.
Yes.
Oh, he's a soccer player.
Romeo
Yes.
Lukaku is a soccer player, Belgian soccer player.
Is he the one that was going to the cities and being called a monkey?
No, that's Balotelli.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Balotelli.
I'm sure
Why are you laughing? That's
That stat off top is crazy.
Well, I
that's
don't
the-
blame her.
that's the reality
Europe
of-
and
yeah.
black
That's
soccer
all
player, like
black
I might
soccer
go there
players,
too. They just did that recently to a Brazilian soccer player, didn't they? That black guy Verge I can't remember what his last name is.
I don't know.
But they did. There was some very big racial incident where,
Junior, whatever.
yeah, they were singing like racist songs,
Jesus, man.
chanting racist songs during the game and shit.
Yeah.
So that'll never end. But anyways, this guy, yeah, Romeo Lukaku, they're spotted at a friend's wedding reception first. They were just sitting beside each other. People are like, people can't sit beside each other now.
They're holding hands though.
And then the next picture that came out was them holding hands at the reception.
So wait, where's Party?
Oh, man. I actually forgot about him still, yeah. Got cucked by Congo, fam.
Now,
It's up, nigga.
Where is Party?
the rumor has it
Ooh.
that once the trial finished, they
Party
unfollowed each other. Megan unfollowed him, he unfollowed her. Now, what people are
Found out
speculating
that
is
the
that
baby
he
in
found
Tori
out
slapped?
that she lied to him
She lied.
and that she
Y'all
was
niggas
having
worshipped
sex.
her, bro. It's crazy.
But it's like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like we're not supposed to know. Like people are acting like we're entitled to this information.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm kind of happy we didn't know, because if we did know, then I'd be like, man, is there anything in her life not for the
Internet.
the
Yeah,
play
public
or
or
the
whatever.
brand? You know what I mean? So I really respect that we didn't know.
Yeah.
And yeah, people are seeing them in pictures now. It's
Wow.
They
people
look
are
good, man.
crying. A lot of people are.
They were together after the trial though, because I remember they both on their anniversary. He posted a bunch of stuff with her, but I thought because I was like, oh, I haven't seen them in a while, and then
Maybe it's our friend post.
no,
That-
like
that
I
quick?
love you on your anniversary.
Yeah, I love you like my dog.
Yeah,
My dogs.
He posted a bunch of stuff, and then I think she ended up going and posting some stuff too. But at first, I was like, oh, did
Once
they
I
break
seen her in the
up?
gym, popping out Dolo, I said,
It's over.
Yeah, man.
said something's up.
Now her body looks really good. Did you guys see her?
She's almost looking like Meg from the parking lot days, like when
Oh,
she
yeah,
used
yeah,
to rap in front of the car.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you can't get back to that. That's a nuke. China.
She looks different, man.
She's looking great.
She's rocking her real hair.
Yeah, she's healing with the
Oh, the
Congolese,
hair
man.
is probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
The hair is looking good. That video of her and Jigga at Beyonce's show was hilarious,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, I didn't see that.
This nigga looks like he's annoying her.
No.
She's like enjoying the music, and Jay-Z just keeps like saying something to her.
Yeah.
And at one point, she looks at him like, like nigga.
No. So
I thought he's bored, bro. He's not doing shit.
you can see somebody like grabbing her. At first, I thought it was Jay that grabbed her the way they did, and then I kept playing it back, and it was the dream. So while like she's dancing, whatever, Jay-Z's saying whatever. So I guess they're bonding about whatever the moment was on that, and Dream is over there trying to yank her and drag her somewhere. So like you see this hand,
that on
but you have to
Dream.
like look. You have to pause it. You know.
Yo, woman, yo, you guys do that crazy.
Crazy.
Yo, they go over there. Like,
confirming
yep,
too,
that's how it's done.
Yep.
Woman after my own heart.
I'm just saying.
You
the
people
way
are sick.
the way the person grabbed her arm, I thought it was Jay-Z at first. I'm like, why the fuck is he grabbing
I think we're
her
talking
like
about two
that?
different videos though. The
No.
one that I'm talking about, she wasn't dancing. They were just standing there for a bit, and then he just said something to her. She looks at him, And then he says something else, and she starts laughing and like saying something. I don't know what they were talking about, but
Got you.
people just started making up their own like version of what,
scenario?
of what's being said. I got that nigga Tory, didn't I? I was dying. I was like, you guys are sick,
I
bro.
love the internet, fam. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Nobody got mine. I was like, hurt in a car, call pwEJR. I was like, I think that's beautiful.
I don't remember that.
Hurt in a car?
Because she got shot in the
If
car.
you were there.
I don't remember that ad.
What ad?
Wow.
William McCarr?
You've never heard hurt in a car? Call pwEJR. Wow. Go to the general and save some time. Oh my God. Do you even have cable?
And you claim that you're 40. Your real age is showing.
Yeah, I can't even lie about that too. That's crazy. I don't. What year was this, fam?
I don't know.
I remember like Sleep Country, like the originals. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, Sleep Country's like,
kinda.
yeah, that's an OG. Alarm Force.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
know.
Pizza.
What's the number?
For Alarm Force.
That
Alarm Force.
No.
Yeah, he got me.
Nigga said, Melody.
I don't remember the number at all, fam.
1-800-267.
Alarm.
Start singing over here.
2001.
Oh my God. Yeah. That went platinum in the streets. Don't sleep.
It did.
That went platinum. But yes, shout out to Meg
And Congo.
Lukaku. Congratulations.
I hope she's happy though.
Yes.
It's not for long though. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's healing with the Congolese person. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
This
it's
is
not
the joke he manifested. Then we have another situation where a man got his dream girl.
And it just wasn't
Lukaku
able to.
they resurfaced the old Instagram story. I don't know where you niggas be resurfacing shit from. This shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Insta story.
Okay.
He answered a question 2 years ago.
And he answered with Meg.
And someone said, yo, would you date Megan Fox? He's like, no, but I would Meg The Stallion.
Come on, dog.
And he tagged her. He put her tag.
She saw it.
So she saw it while in a relationship and waited.
Yeah.
And that's the lesson here, niggas.
Yeah.
There's always one. Yo, she had that
He
nigga in the
was
cut.
plotting.
She said, let me screenshot that for
Definitely.
later, just in case.
He was plotting and screaming.
Texting
probably-
somebody, what
you
do
know
soccer
what
players
happened?
make?
A lot.
Is he in the FIFA?
In the FIFA.
You know what happened? Is she probably seen it because he's verified, right?
Exactly.
She seen it. She probably went and double tapped it.
Starred
Oh my
that,
God.
And then
double
he
tap
was
that
like,
hoe.
"Oh, I got a like from
I
this."
feel so bad for Party.
Found out that they broke
Why?
up
Because he probably
slid
saw
in
all
there.
this. You know what I
Of
mean?
course
Like,
he's seeing all
I
this.
remember this.
Party about to pop out with Bad Baby or some shit. I don't know.
Oh God, nah. Can't go outside, man. Can't go outside like
He
that.
about to write some more hits
Who
for
can he
Cardi
come?
B.
Who can he come out with right now? That'll
now?
like dummy everything. He could steal Megan Good from Jonathan Majors.
No, we don't. No.
No, but honestly, Party is so fine. So it's like
We know you know he's fine.
Yeah, he's
She
fine.
be,
do
that's
love
the
that.
one
You love
man she's ever said on this podcast. Yeah, Party.
Party,
Yeah.
Yeah, Party's fine.
Oh no, and Matt Kemp I think was the other one.
Back in the day, yeah. I don't know about
day.
now.
He's
I don't know
washed
what he
now,
looks.
though.
I don't know what he looks like now.
Oh
Matt
my
Kemp
gosh.
back in the day, for
Speaking of
sure.
relationships, Damson Idris is
Saw
out
them
in these
little
streets with his
boot up.
Lori Harvey. They've been going on much longer than people expected.
Yeah.
It's so funny. She has like, I mean, she hasn't, but everybody else has created this narrative around her because her dating life is so public.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know mad people with the same dating life. Like they're dating one person and they're dating the next person. And they're dating like
Does that
this
make
is
them a
normal.
hoe?
It's because like
Does that make them a hoe? That's less of a hoe.
Yeah.
You're a serial monogamous.
she really does have long relationship. Like when she's with the person,
A
it's
hoe
a
is like
minute.
triple dick a week.
What's long though? What's the long relationship?
Well, her and Future probably last a year, I think, and then like
Michael
you
B.
know,
Jordan was a year and change.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
So it's not like she's going
It's like
like
2
every
months.
couple
Yeah.
of months. She's like switching a new person.
Yeah.
She's with them for a good amount of time to really get to know them, and we don't know how long she's known them before or like talked to them before they ended up being public. You know what I mean?
That's very true.
So publicly, I feel like it's been at least a year for all of her public relations
But
that
what's
we
the-
had.
What's the time
Or
frame
even
between,
before
though?
that soccer player.
Time
that
frame
she
in
was with.
between
think
is a
that's
couple
key.
months.
Okay.
Like,
It's not
but
bad.
this is the thing. It's like you won't see another story about her until it's that.
It's a
So
new-
it
yeah,
may
that's true.
seem
Sure,
like
it's
it's
red.
closer
Yeah.
when
Than what
really
it
it's
is.
just the next story you heard,
Yeah.
right?
That's true. That's fair.
And with Damson, I think it's a little different from her past relationships because, first of all, obviously he's not American. I think that plays a huge factor.
She dated the soccer player. I don't know if I think he was in Europe too.
yeah,
He
that's
was
before-
European.
you're right.
She I don't know what
She was
he
dating a
light
soccer player?
Was it
skinned.
Memphis?
Yeah, Memphis.
yeah.
She was engaged to him.
Oh wow!
That's
They
oh
were
wait, that was the
together
first
for
one, right?
years.
Yeah,
They were
that
together
was the
for
first
years.
one.
Before
Yeah,
she started her
yeah.
run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's even more of a stronger case for Damson. She's gone back to Europe.
Yeah. She's like, fuck these
She's like, fuck these American niggas. I tried. I tried. And then on top of that, I would say that the other guys seem way more serious than Damson is as a person. Like, this is a guy who made funny skits growing up. He does Nigerian accents on late night shows. Like, he's just a joker.
Yeah.
I feel like he ha-ha'd his way into her pants. Still.
But
I feel like he
her
did.
father is Steve Harvey, so she probably comes from she's used to comedy, you know. She's used to.
And then you
seeing
date Future.
A man.
Future's just in the cut.
Yeah,
yo,
that was her That was her rebellious stage.
Then she dates Michael B. Jordan, who thinks he's funny, probably. And I don't know if he's the funniest. Off SNL, was it SNL that he did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
It wasn't great.
it was all right.
It wasn't.
I like it more in a dramatic role.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Damson, I'm telling you, the ha-has.
I think you're right, but every video I'm seeing of them, it's like she looks like she's kind of bored.
See, this is what people. I feel like people are planting this because of the narrative behind her. What were you gonna say?
I was to say, like, when did this whole thing happen? When did
When
get
they
together?
started dating?
Yeah.
A couple months ago. A couple months ago, they
I probably
popped out.
wasn't here. I didn't hear.
Yeah,
about it.
you were
That's why
probably
I was going
probably
on.
inside. They
You were
I say it like it's
inside?
jail. You was inside. You was locked up,
You
my
was in the
nigga.
bin.
You was doing 2 to 10 weeks. But no, they hooked up a couple months ago. They popped out and they popped out at like an award show, I think once or something like that. Like nothing too crazy, but their
And then her
Insta stories
birthday.
are what people share the most.
I think her birthday was the one that.
The reveal?
Oh, we
It was
always
a
get
big
we
one.
always get her birthday.
Yeah, her birthday reveal. Yeah.
We always get her birthday.
She's
Niggas
gonna
putting
for
her in
sure.
aquariums and shit. Like she's at Ripley's getting dinner. Like, I was like, all right, man. But no, this one, I don't know. It seems a little different. I see her laughing way more
Yeah.
with this person from the little clips we see. Obviously, we're not seeing
We
everything.
don't. I feel like we don't see as much with her.
Yeah,
When
it
she was
does
with
seem like
when
it's
she was with
less.
Future, I felt like it was everywhere.
Photo op.
You know,
It's photo op.
Future is posting a lot too. Which
Her
is,
and Michael B. Jordan
he
too.
was.
Photo ops.
And Michael B. Jordan and her, it was just like the picture perfect type of vibes. I remember she went like on a ski trip with him, probably
yeah,
for her
yeah,
birthday, and they're like in the snow fighting around.
Photo ops,
and
I'm telling you.
And it looked so picture perfect.
Yeah.
It looked like it was staged, a PR
That
thing.
relationship looked to me like what everybody paints the rest of her relationships as with the PR thing.
Yeah.
Like it seemed so photo op-y.
Absolutely.
And like when you're talking about especially a big rising star like Michael B. Jordan, like the one thing that separates him from some of the big stars in his lane is a woman.
Yeah. And then they were also writing on him about
Not
always
dating black women?
dating white women.
Oh, yeah.
So that would have
Oh,
been
yeah.
the perfect time, especially, was it around the same? No, it was before Wakanda 2, I guess.
I think so, yeah. Somewhere around there.
It'd be great for him to like tap into, having a black girl.
I feel like he was
more
like
a
one of
PR
those
thing.
kids that were, from especially the story we got from L'Oreal, he was a nerd in school, right?
Yeah.
We know how black women treat nerds in high school. And those niggas are the ones that end up dating outside the race. Exclusively. Exclusively outside the race. Like, we're not talking about the guys who dabble in and out or whatever, but the guys who are like, no, I'm only dating.
It's actually a perfect PR situation when you think about it, because she's always, like, for a while now, she's had good relationships with the high-end designers. And she gets invited to like all the fashion shows,
mean,
and
look
she's
at
like an it girl, just
Yeah.
not doing
Very Marilyn
flawlessly,
Monroe-ish without
And
the
so
acting career yet.
If his PR team was like, okay, like let's elevate you now, so you can get the GQ vibes and the high fashion vibes, like this is the perfect pairing.
Yeah.
And she's black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
can
Well,
see
Damson, I don't like. It doesn't seem like there's a play there. I can't see what the
No,
play
it looks
could
like-
possibly be. Like,
She looked giddy and like.
I don't
yeah,
know,
there's a video of them
man.
holding. He's holding her from the
That's
behind.
the video I'm talking about.
That's the video
You
he's
think
talking
that-
about
He's
because
like, he's looking at her crazy.
he's
He's looking at her like
This is
like,
a- first
like
of all-
Hov and B. Like,
he's looking at her, and he's first of all, you gotta understand, he's an actor, so you know how to look. Like this,
yeah, okay.
I'll put it this way: there's the first viral video of him outside of acting that I ever saw. There was a video of him. I think it was in Toronto. Don't quote me on this. It was in like ACC. I think it was OVO Fest or some shit like that, and he was like meeting some girl and like shaking her hand, and he was giving her the same
look.
same look.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh, yes,
to
it was-
a T. It was the same look, and he went viral because of how he was looking at the girl. I'm like, this is that
my
nigga's
gosh,
move.
it was it was
This is
with
his move.
It was with a
Someone
black
we know.
girl.
We know her
who-
too. I swear to God, we know her. Was it Zoe?
No, not here. Not like Zoe from Relentless. No. There was a famous
There was
girl
somebody
who did it,
that we
and
know.
then he did it again. He did it multiple times.
Yeah, and he got
'Cause there was
caught
a
on camera doing it
It was
twice.
a famous girl, and everybody's like, "Oh, we love this for her."
I know who it was. It was a Toronto girl. It
and
was
then there
Tomei.
was another one. Oh
Tomei.
yeah.
Tomei, the singer Tomei from Toronto. She
Yeah.
met Damson,
Nigerian
and the
girl?
video went viral because of the way the man's looking at her.
But there was another one as well, and,
And
so
people
they're
are like,
like,
girl,
"Oh,
he wants you. Oh my God.
He does this."
And the,
plays it
yeah,
up.
and girls are in the comments even like, nah, this is what he does. Like,
Yeah,
this
because
is
there's
his
a
thing.
next video with like a
Huh?
celebrity.
Tomei,
Maybe
she's
Ryan,
a singer from Toronto.
Was it Ryan Destiny or something?
No, she's been around for a bit now. Yeah, a couple years
Mm-hmm.
now. She's really dope.
But she-
Amazing performer.
She wasn't dating the guy or nothing.
No. She
Just
just met him.
interaction.
Yeah, she just met him. It's just African Connect real quick.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And people in the comments are just going crazy.
Hype it up.
Yeah.
And then there are girls that like, I guess, know him or from the block, and they're like, no, this is what he does. And then the video
Another
comes
day.
out today
Yeah.
of him holding her from behind.
Same
That
thing.
Beyonce singing Halo.
Yeah.
Man's just looking at her like,
it was
me.
it was a lot.
It's me. And then he kisses her on the cheek, and she's like,
Nah, but even her thing was like, all right, chill.
see, you're a fucking hater.
telling
Yo, I'm gonna show you the video. This guy's a full
Yes,
of
I'm a
shit
hater,
hater,
nigga.
bro.
I'm a hater. So and what, nigga? I'm hating.
Yo, this guy is such a hater, bro. You allowed to hate. It's your birthday. Now it's
Exactly.
your birthday. Man's allowed to hate on his birthday.
No. Okay, so they did the. Okay, I found it. They did.
I'm gonna try to find a video for him. He needs to see this.
He met Tomei and did that look, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, love this for her." And then he met Sweetie, and he did the same look. And then that's when everybody was like,
Yes.
"Oh,
That's
so
right.
he just be like looking like that with people." I had to Google him,
I
like,
got it. This is the video. Tell me he's not hating.
I'm not hating, fam.
The girl doesn't just look happy. She doesn't look just happy.
Keep watching her.
She looks happy, fam. You're a fucking hater, bro. The girl looks like she wasn't expecting it even.
You're confirming that. Come on, dog.
She looks happy.
She looks happy.
But that look is forced. Like I can tell. Like he does that. Like,
He
that's some-
does
that's just
it,
his
dog.
thing.
When you know, man,
seem genuine.
you
It's
know,
obvious- it's an obvious
you know
move.
the play,
It doesn't
bro.
look genuine. It
You
doesn't
know
You
the
can't
play.
do that move when you're a girl, bro. In
"Hold on,
public,
he's a
that's
dad."
crazy.
It almost looks like he bagged someone, had the
Yeah.
camera on him, and just
exactly.
said, "Yo, let
Yeah,
me
yeah.
do this up." Like,
I think he's faking it, right?
let me let niggas know. I'm
She should leave, bro. Like,
That's like when a man's talking and your girl's laughing too hard. You just give a little tap on the bum. What
hold that, you know.
the man saying? What's the key about over here, yo? But yes, moving right along. Kim K says that what Kanye has done and said is more damaging than her sex tape will ever be to their kids.
You see how women lie, fam? You see how women like to lie, bro?
You're a clown.
Yo, 100%.
She's just a clown girl.
Yo, Kim is a clown, fam.
That is
Dog.
what?
Am I allowed to lyman and vibing?
Lyman and let's
Am I
Lyman
allowed
vibe
to-
right
Am I
now.
allowed to drink it?
Let's Lyman vibe real quick
Yeah.
because
Black owned.
men understand.
Oh, I can't open up my nails.
Can't Lyman vibe.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Yes.
Shout out to lyman and vibing.
Pretty good.
It's nice, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that Heineken? Yo,
Nice.
what do you
We
guys
haven't
think
drank
about
on a
that?
podcast in a while.
Right? It's been a
We
minute.
need to run it back.
Oh, we need to bring
I'm
back the
not
wine
pregnant.
pods.
I'm not pregnant.
Let's
We can do it. We can run it back.
Look at this sicko. I got out his chair. What do you guys think about this Kim K
Kim
stuff?
is wild for that.
Yo, Kim is 100% wilding. What are you talking about? I feel like she's been holding this inside for a long ass time.
She just waited for a moment.
Exactly.
To jump
You
in,
guys
like,
are
oh,
just
he's
like
where-
so men. Like that's what
I'm
men
not,
would say.
I'm not excusing Kanye.
Come on.
but and if it's
That's what
anti-
men would say.
I've been a fan of Kim for a long
Kim?
time.
Come on.
It's a men thing because regardless, both of what they've done, like the sex tape will and could be damaging to an extent because it's so old. I don't think it's going to be as much. If the kids were like. If it
When
was
you
during that
root it
time-
back to your entire existence, I mean,
How is that damaging though? They're fucking.
it's not.
rich
It's
as
not
fuck.
necessarily. It's not necessarily damaging in terms of like their image or anything like that. It's more so a psyche
Morals,
thing.
yeah.
Of,
Yeah, they're gonna need therapy because of it. But at the end of the day, like,
do you think they'll need more
they
therapy for
wouldn't-
that, or him saying slavery is a choice?
It's not about slavery as a choice. What I'm concerned about is the way that he talks about certain situations that is damaging. He has said a lot of things about Kim that aren't healthy that you shouldn't be saying in the public, especially. You know
What if
I
they're
mean?
true?
Exactly.
Maybe my.
What if
And we-
they're
and we
true?
can't
We
act
don't
like-
know what the truth
We
is.
can't act like Kim wasn't pushing the narrative of like the aggressive black man onto Kanye as well. which is
And not
also-
even just Kim, his entire family
Exactly.
and her publicist, which he said, I have to go to dinner with these people while they're putting out stories about me that aren't true. And I have to sit there and pretend to be friends.
Okay, that's fine. But he literally said that he wanted to abort North.
He
Yeah.
said, but he was
Do you
crying
know
when he
what I
said
mean?
it.
Of course.
It's different. He was crying when he said it. So
I think that this is,
just
I think this
that
is what the
there's
difference
things-
is. Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
not saying that either is whatever. I think that all scenarios are gonna have an impact
Okay,
on
yeah,
the
I agree with you.
children.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but when men are all like, "Oh no, it's Kim," it's like, no, Kanye has done enough damage. I'm a Kanye lover. Okay,
same.
I love him. I adore him. I like Kim too.
All right.
I
He loves Kanye
just think that the way that he just goes off and says the most random shit and things that shouldn't necessarily be said in public is gonna hurt the kids.
Okay,
just as
let me
much.
say the
Because
excuse that women
they're-
always say. Oh,
they're
sorry,
going to school right now, and if kids are tapped in the way that we assume kids are tapped in, they're seeing live their dad always in the headlines. Your dad did this, your dad did that, your dad whatever. He's saying this publicly. They're growing up in that.
Yeah.
The shit with Kim is in the past. People,
It was on Roblox.
Yeah, I was
Her
thinking
children
about that.
saw it
No,
themselves.
I know.
Clip, I'd be
Okay,
dying.
Okay, let me finish.
It's still a current thing.
Her thing is in the past until people bring it back up.
Well, it's going to constantly get brought back
People
up.
constantly bring it up because they want to
Diminish her
any
abilities
credibility
or any
that she
credibility.
has.
Yeah.
Anything that she does, they want to dismiss it and try to bring her back to a shameful,
Well, she does
shameful
that though. She sells
moment.
sex. She does that all the time, like naked photo shoots, paper magazine. Remember that stuff? Like
Yeah.
she leans into it heavily, and it's way after the sex tape came out.
This is my
No,
thing.
but-
I don't think I'll say this. I agree with you that I think what Kanye's done is bigger in terms of damage. But I will say that he gets more grace because it's probably a mental health
It is.
situation. Whereas her situation was of her own volition, of her own sane mind, her own sane choices. She used it to leverage herself.
Yeah.
Not only that, but the acts, I won't even say the sex tape will be as damaging as what she's done to black creators and black women. And the narrative that's there when you have black children. Because I think that's more damaging than any sex tape or anything Kanye's ever said. When you find out your mom was stealing from black women creators, appropriating their ideas, the braids, the
Okay.
do-rags, all these things
got
that
it. Yeah.
we've seen over the years, that
Yeah.
not even just Kim, because I won't just put it all on her, but
Yeah.
the entire Kardashian family there's a lot of transgressions racially
I
that will
understand
be the
that,
most damaging.
But you're a person of like giving grace. You said this before. You
Oh, yeah.
can't be canceled. So she was that, but do you not think that she's tried to correct that in the
Yeah.
more recent years of her career in
especially
general,
being a lawyer.
She's worked with more Black creators. She makes sure that she has them in all of her campaigns and like partners with them for X, Y, and Z. And she obviously is trying to do the best she can for the criminal space and working with Black folks who need real ass help. I feel like,
do you not feel like that is damage control? Do you not feel like some of that is done because people pointed it out? Do you think she would have included Black people had Black people not called her out? Or is it not just damage control?
It's
And
100%
even if
damage
so,
control.
I like
I
that,
don't
that she's
think-
still done it, even though it is damage control. I will give her props because she still doesn't need to.
I don't think it's forceful damage control as in like, okay, I just need to do this so I can continue to make money vibes. I think it's like, okay, you guys brought it to my attention. I didn't necessarily know the impact that it might cause. She
I
might
can't
have
buy that one.
known. She might have
Can't buy that one
known.
because it happened too many times
She
for
might
too
have
many years.
known that this could affect somebody, but she might not have known the larger impact.
I can't
You
agree
know?
with that. It's
Like-
been detailed to her so many times throughout so many years, and they still keep doing the same thing. And I think more so having the change I saw in Kim was after she had children,
That's what
which
I'm talking
says
about.
a
Like,
lot.
I'm
Now
talking
you
about
have Black
children
children,
and then, like,
so now it
post-children.
matters to
Post
you.
and
You see what I'm
previous
saying?
children. I'm talking about like pre and post.
I'm talking
You know
about.
what I
I'm talking.
mean?
About, yeah, I'm saying
So, like,
post children.
pre-
She's done all these things, but that's my point. You only started doing these things once you had some stake in the game for real. You have Black kids that
But
this will affect
sometimes-
later on. So now you're gonna do something about
But
it.
sometimes that's what it takes. Is for
I don't like that.
No, 'cause
certain
it's not always
situation.
genuine.
Pardon?
It's not always genuine, like you said. It's really damage control. You're just doing it because of optics. You're just doing
Retroactively.
it- exactly.
Not
it's
proactively.
I don't know.
It's not. I understand your perspective. You're coming from. Like
Yeah.
I do agree. Some people do have to have a kid to be like, oh shit, let me check myself.
Yeah.
Right. But in Kim's case, I don't think that's what's going on. I think it was more so like, let me continue to make money and not be stepping.
She
on
was
too many
checked
people.
so many times. It's
Exactly.
like it's hard for me to believe that if someone checked me, especially about something racially, and
Yes.
I'm a white person and I have a front-facing brand and business, I'm gonna nip that in the butt right away. But if I don't care, I'm gonna keep doing what I do
Or
because I'm
you're
still
gonna-
making money. I'm still doing this and that.
Yeah.
Now you have a child that it's gonna affect. Now you're doing things. I don't fuck with that. Like I'm giving you your props for doing it, but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, you're a great person now.
I think that she definitely has flaws, and people don't need to like her, and they can like her, they can not
Racial
like
flaws
her.
are big
Um,
flaws, man. Like
Yeah.
there's flaws of lying and doing this and that, but racial flaws are huge flaws to me because it's not in no blind side. You're in a very racially charged world, especially in the past couple years. What we've seen, there's no excuse. There's no excuse, and you could be doing way more than you're even doing right now. I'll say that. But
In terms of what?
in terms of bridging that gap, I love what she's doing with the whole lawyer thing. Like I'm always give her a props for that. Passing the bar, that's a huge thing in and of itself. The people she's freed. Like, what was that one girl?
The first one?
The one who shot in the air, right?
No.
it was the first one, I think it was.
The one,
The
yeah,
one
she
who
was like,
she was pimped out, right?
yes, that
I
one.
forget her name.
That was huge.
She got married and everything.
Oh,
She's
the
happy as
young
hell.
one? Yeah.
Yeah.
The light
light-skinned girl, yeah.
Cynthia
Yes,
Brown or
yes,
something like
yes,
that.
yes,
Documentary
yes.
on her, right?
Yeah.
That one was huge
That was
because
huge,
like
yeah.
she didn't even need to step in there, and that's a lot of the cases that she's been, a part of. She didn't need to step in there, but she recognized her platform and her power,
Yeah.
and she jumped in there and did her thing, and I rate her for that.
Yeah.
But you have to free a lot more niggas for me to be for me to be on board. You got to free Hoover.
That's what I'm saying. You're still in jail. What's going on?
You got to free a lot of niggas. Mystical. Actually, no, keep that nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, Mystical, that's a wild one.
I feel like she's like helping the vulnerable people, not these people that are in jail for dumbass reasons.
That's facts.
I don't know.
Well, no,
but-
Mystical's not no dumbass reason.
Yeah.
Keep that nigga.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how you guys didn't see it coming.
Yo,
I don't.
bro,
Didn't
please
he
play
That
jab
nigga's
his-
first
Can you
line
please
ever
play
was,
Danger?
I came in with my dick in my hand.
That's what I'm saying. And I was a kid singing that shit too.
Yeah.
Wild.
Didn't he stab
And he said,
himself
"Be
in
cool."
the eye?
No, you're
No,
thinking
that's,
about Houston.
Yes.
Oh.
He had Oedipus syndrome. and he
just
he thought he was Oedipus and just.
Oh, he didn't do anything with his mom. Like that's
Yeah,
did that
there
too?
was something there, but I don't know what the full story. Don't quote me. He just went. He lost it. Houston's the guy that made that McDonald's jingle when we were in school. It was a song that McDonald's turned into their jingles. That I like that. Where the party at?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
What?
What? You're
Where'd
not
you grow
playing
up,
that
bro?
classic
Where'd you
right
grow
now. I
up?
should went triple silver.
I was gonna say about the Kardashians though. I haven't seen it now because their season. I don't know if their season came out yet, but I seen that Kylie wanted to call a like family meeting and talk about the type of beauty standards that they have been putting out in the world because they're like
Who said this?
Kylie
Kylie.
Jenner. She was just like she was like we need to have a family meeting and discuss like the beauty standards that we have been like putting.
Where did she say this?
On their new show. So it hasn't come like the season hasn't
she
come
gonna,
out.
like,
It was in
take
like a
all the stuff
preview.
out? Like, what
So she just said that she wants to discuss it because she was like, "Yo, we all fucking have daughters, and we don't want
Stake in the game.
Yeah.
See what I'm talking about. They don't care until they have stake in the game. And
But
that's
there's
what I
so
don't
many
like.
people that could feel that way though too.
I'm not saying they
I'm not
can't,
that
but
guy,
I
dude.
still
know?
can say they're wrong for it.
I think it's like respect. Like you get an ounce of respect. You don't have to get all the respect, but you get an ounce of respect for being like fuck. Like we
Having the
do
discussion.
have this power.
Yeah.
We have done wrong. Like let's try to fix this some other way. You know what I
I think
mean?
that's the thing. It's like it's not fair for her to say that Kanye has done or will have done more damage than she has because Kanye still has time to make up for what he's going through right now.
Just like she's doing it right now.
So you know, it's not fair for her to say that. In my perspective, they both have done wrong in their own.
Yeah,
respective ways,
they
you know?
both have caused different types of traumas
think
to their
it's-
children, whether they have to deal with it now or they have to deal with it in the future. And so their children are going to need therapy. They're all going to need help. You know what I mean?
But that's why
they all
that
have rights
that
they
whole
need
statement was
to,
insensitive to me.
That's my thing. It's like even you saying that about the father of your children is like,
crazy.
That's crazy to me. I would never say that about
Especially
parent of my
publicly
kids.
on television.
what
Like,
I'm saying.
if you're gonna say that, cool. Say
Was
that
that in
privately.
the-
It's
Yeah,
in the
to
show.
Kanye.
it's in their new
It's
show.
in
right?
the
Yeah.
show. It's in the trailer. And I'm like, you're the same person that got this man doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know it's not just him.
You need
That's
help.
that's
Yeah.
crazy to me. Like now you're
cool.
judging me on something I can't control.
Yeah.
See, I'm playing like devil's advocate because like
No,
know
I
you
get
guys
it.
Are all on
No, we
one
need
side.
that. We need that.
But also, is it just a producer thing? Like, are they only using that clip to promote it because they know that there's going to be other headlines that
You're
are
right, yeah.
gathered? Because I have watched other interviews where she sat down with Angie Martinez and she sat down with Jay Shetty more recently as well, and she's discussed this, and she was like, you know, I try so hard to not react when I see Kanye's doing this. He goes in songs and he says X, Y, and Z about me, and he'll say these random statements, and I just try to keep my mouth shut because I don't want my kids to have to hear me say something bad that they might hate like going forward, and I try to give him as much respect and stuff. So it's like
And we're not there
don't
behind
know.
the scenes. We don't
Yeah.
we don't
we don't
know
anything.
the full
Yeah,
we
we
know,
story,
like,
right?
we
Yeah.
have their show, and
We
then
don't
we
know if she
have
really
like
fucked
things
Chris
that
Paul and shit. Yeah, we don't know that.
oh my gosh, you're ridiculous.
She did that shit. That's just me though.
He was saying, she was also saying, I think in the show, I have to watch the season, that Kanye was the one that made up the rumor of her fucking Drake. So he was the one who said like, oh, you're trying to fuck my wife, but he was the one that even
Because
came up with it.
it wasn't even a rumor in his mind. It was a calculation based on how Drake moves
moving,
and where he's situated. It was
And Drake
it was
leans into
all
it.
fucking with him, and Drake
Insecurity.
just said,
Yeah.
"Yeah."
Yeah, exactly.
Drake just said, "Maybe I would. Maybe I did.
Maybe,
Maybe I did. Figure it out."
Exactly.
And that you saw him, like it was tormenting him. This nigga's under a bridge, under a train. It's just being like, "Stop telling people you fucked my wife." Like, bro, you told people
You
I
were
fucked
the
your
one
wife.
who did it.
You
Like,
did this.
Put a
You
lot of bodies
started
on
this
Kim.
shit.
He put Meek on it. Remember?
Oh my
That
god,
she fucked Meek Mill. I caught them having dinner together. I'm like, oh god, Kanye.
he's a very
remember that?
insecure
Yeah,
guy.
no, I do remember that. And you know what's
he
so
might
wild?
have BPD, honestly,
Yeah, yeah.
because he has very troubling relationships.
Well,
he
he
goes
is
from thinking
bipolar,
one
so-
person. excuse me, he goes from thinking someone loves him to someone is trying to deceive him super quick.
Yeah.
And the irrationalities and these spurts of just like anger and passion is just it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
He wasn't.
He has a lot.
Sorry, I was gonna say he wasn't diagnosed with that.
I have
He's
no idea.
diagnosed with bipolar,
yeah.
for sure, but I don't know about BPD. BPD is different. It's something
borderline
personality.
Borderline
personality
disorder. Yeah.
So I feel like they might have some similarities. I
Yeah,
don't know all
there's
the
definitely
details.
similar symptoms. I don't know if it's the same
No,
thing.
it's definitely not the same thing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Speaking of sex tapes, Tion Wayne's sex tape came out. UK artist. It's not even a sex tape. Nigga got a mixtape out here. They
So
put
it's
up a whole
multiple?
compilation
Wow.
of different gal in his phone, and it was just, I mean, shit. The man got taste. I won't lie. There was none in there that man's could be like, yo, what are you dealing with? Like, it was none of those.
Certified.
But women were disappointed.
They were
Yeah,
because they love him.
Stress.
I know one of
Well,
my friends has
that-
like a real big crush on
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
Why were
She
they
watches
disappointed?
all his music videos. Just to
There
see him.
was a picture of him that went around, I think a year ago or a couple months ago or somewhere like that, where he's like standing outside his car and women thought they saw a dick print that was larger than what's in the video. And now that the video's out, they're like, that's not, you lied.
Bro. Women in their theories where you lie. I was just standing.
I was
I
stretching.
was standing. Like,
I was
what?
stretching. I didn't caption this big cocky nothing. Like, I'm just here.
You did this. You made this rumor.
Kanye. They're Kanye.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, no, what would you guys do
If my shit came out, bro,
if your shit came out?
it is what it is, bro.
Hey, man.
I did.
My shit came out like years ago,
Ooh.
but it was like nothing like too. It was crazy,
did?
but it wasn't like it wasn't. Technology was at such a time where you couldn't see the best. It wasn't the greatest quality. So thank God it didn't happen like 1080p. Good
Oh my
Lord,
God, yeah.
I was like at 260.
It must have.
You know when your YouTube's buffering, you're just like, let me lower the quality. Yeah, I was like
never
at
heard about
260p.
this, so it must not.
Yo,
have went
I'm
that far.
shocked.
because
This was Facebook times.
Oh, man.
This is like
Bad.
Facebook group times, SX3 times. Like
maybe I just hated you then.
maybe. I don't know.
So I erased
going on?
it.
There was a video. Okay, so
I didn't like him at one point.
Why?
I really hated
I
him.
was
don't
a
remember,
very annoying. I was a dickhead.
But I
to be
hated
honest
him.
with you,
I was like, I fucking hate Marlon.
yeah, no, I hated me too. I hated me too. But there's this. So I was at the house. It was like we were out all night. Came home.
Was it multiple like people at that house that day? Like SX3 people?
No.
okay.
No. This is just me and TJ when me and TJ lived together. And we came home with these two girls. And this is a girl that I deal with all the time, whatever. So it was no big deal. And everybody fell asleep. I woke up, honey. I'm like, do what it do, man. Shit. It's time. Ball game. Yo, so I freaking TJ and his girl are passed out over in the corner because me and him shared a room at this time.
Okay.
Broke life. Wild. Yo, super
Wild.
broke life. Super wild.
Man.
They've
So
been
he's on
through
his
it.
bed in his corner. I'm on my bed in my corner. So they're sleeping. I'm not thinking, wait, we'll deal with this quiet. So I'm up. I'm dealing with it. I see her girl wake up, and she just
Yo.
Not that one.
Watch
just there
it.
like, no, go. I'm like, all right, whatever. Kept going. So now, probably like 2 days later, I get a video sent to, was it MSN? I can't even remember what it was. Somebody sent me a 5-second video.
My neck will be hot, fam.
Them times you're not thinking nothing.
Oh my god.
There's no exposure. It's like there's none of this. Like this. I got sent to it on BBM. That's what it was. BBM. So then now it sends to me, and it's me. Fucking. Mind you, this is about a month after my last relationship. Okay, it's a month later. The girl in the video, she's on her flat on her stomach. All you can see is her ass in the air and her hair, like big curly hair, right? The hair looks like my ex.
So
My
everybody
ex texts
thinks
me
that-
the video, bedroom. Nobody texted me to this yet. My ex texted me the video. What the fuck? You filming me without my permission, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whoa. I had to look at it again because I'm like, yo, I've never filmed anything in my life up until that point.
Yeah.
Loser.
Yeah.
So then now
gosh.
I look at the video and I'm like staring at him. It's like, this is like the other day. This is,
Yeah.
it all clicks. I'm like, this is not you. This is blah, blah. And then now I got to tell my ex, yeah, I'm slapping the next thing a month later. Like,
No, but did she believe it? Like, what do you say? This is
yeah,
not
yeah,
you
no,
then?
she,
Okay.
because I'm like, your tattoo isn't even there. Like, are you serious?
okay,
And she looks and she's like, oh my God, blah, blah. I'm
She's
like,
freaking out. She's panicking.
yeah, I mean, I don't blame her. Someone sends it to her. Yo, why are you, the first thing I'm doing is I'm burning buildings. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So then now, and I don't know, the worst part is I didn't know the other girl. Like, the girl I was with, I knew her. I didn't know the other, I met her that night. Never
they
seen
friends?
her again. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's her homegirl.
Jesus.
And she cut her off, never talked to her again. I had never seen her again. But it was like
So
5 seconds.
shady.
Bruh, my
Doesn't
DMs.
actually,
Crazy. Going crazy.
Yo, talk about a promo ad. That was that was, first of all, I got sent the video about 14 times. Man's girls, like,
Well,
some of my
yo.
bedrooms like, dog, what are you doing? What are you
Why am I
doing? You a
sending
porn
you?
star now, dog? That's just going crazy.
Yeah.
And the girls are sending me, yay, yay, Marlon. And I was like, yeah. So I got a free commercial and didn't even show really anything. Like,
yeah.
couldn't see my dick, couldn't see, you just see me digging it.
Yeah.
And it's 5 seconds and just,
That's best case
I'm like,
scenario,
oh, she got
bro.
the good 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I wasn't even clapping it like that. I remember one moment where I did. She caught it.
Word.
That's great. I was like, that's perfect.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. And it was like grainy enough where I looked kind of dazed. It was
Bro,
like,
literally the
I
best
was like,
case
these
scenario
pixels
ever.
are really working for me
It could
right
have
now.
gone very wrong. Like, it could have.
Bro,
I'm thinking about you asking me like, okay,
I was
that's it.
150 pounds. It could have
Bro.
went horrible.
Nah, because right now, bro.
Went horrible.
This man looked these back then.
She remembered me. Maga. Skin and bone. My elbows could give you paper cuts. It was bad.
Doesn't even look like the same person now.
Not at
I
all.
didn't say you're looking. You're good.
Go ahead,
Hit the gym,
choke,
yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
I went to the
His
gym today.
face was like so small. Like it was like, yeah, you look at him, it's different.
Yeah, no.
Different.
It was bad. It was real bad.
If
But
it leaks
anyways.
now, bro, like you have to think about it. Like you have to see what the audience is saying first. If your shit leaks, you're like, yo, this is fucking, who this fat nigga fucking? Yo, who is this guy? Fucking loser. But then if people are saying, yo, he's kind of killing it. Yo, it's me. You got me. You gotta go either way, fam.
You're a clown. You're a clown. Call me a clown again, fam. That farm will stay with me forever.
Fam.
That farm was so special. It's a different type of farm. But anyways, what you got coming up, man?
Like I said,
You're a personal trainer, no?
I'm a trainer, but I'm taking a step away from that. I want to
Okay.
try to explore other avenues and other opportunities. Like I said, just charity work a lot. Trying to get into acting if I can. Other reality shows. I had a lot of fun on the show. You know, I can't take away from that, no matter how my perception was. Or
Have you watched the whole thing back?
Not yet. I've only watched 8 episodes, and there's already some stuff that I'm seeing. Like I can see why people would hate me because of all the stuff that's left out.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not mad at the public about it. But
Is it hard to watch?
it's frustrating because like even with the house
It's
guests,
like,
they
you don't even know.
they don't have like there's so much stuff that's left out. Or even Doctor, like there was a situation where me and Claudia like were arguing. And it looks like she stormed out, but she was actually called out of the room. So we're like, you make it look like I'm bullying her almost.
Yeah.
But
Well, they have
we
to. I
laugh
get
about
it.
Of course,
I get it. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I'd love to be on another show.
Saying you want to be on the Kardashians.
Fuck no.
Why not?
I mean,
Definitely.
Your
They ruined
stock-
black man.
Your
Be-
stock will go
a
up.
personal
You
trainer
have
for
so
Chloe or some
many.
shit.
Exactly.
that could work out.
Kim
to Kim.
trains every morning.
Yeah, Kylie, holler at me. But,
Kylie.
Kylie doesn't work out.
This guy went for the billionaire though. He's smart. He's smart. Went for the bees.
but yeah, other shows, and just like just exploring what opportunities open up. I'm not closed-minded. I'm very open-minded to anything that comes my way, and trying new things that I may not have even thought about. So yeah,
Let's manifest some moments.
Yeah. So we do this thing, manifestation moments, where our guests speak exactly what they want, whether it's, I want to be on the cover of GQ. I want to, I don't know, meet the Dalai Lama.
Oh God,
you don't want to do that.
Oh, Jesus.
Suck my tongue. You
Not
don't
if you're a
want
kid.
that. You don't want that shit.
Oh, mama.
Niggas gonna meet you
Maybe
like,
they want his tongue down their throat. Maybe. You never know.
This guy wants to be taste buds. That's crazy. I don't want to be taste buds with the
But
Dalai
yeah,
Lama.
and it ends up happening. So
So-
this is the place.
so we're gonna manifest me ending up on a Netflix show.
Okay, okay.
You'll see me on Netflix.
Netflix reality. Would you go on The Circle?
I would do. That's actually something.
I
that
wanna go on
a
The
lot of
Circle.
people have, like, something that people
The
say
Circle would
about
be
Circle,
dope.
Yeah.
I think getting into how many reality shows are there in Canada? I guess Amazing Race would be a dope one to get you. That would
Yeah,
be
you
tough.
could
for me.
definitely
that shows something.
go to that one
Amazing
next.
Race might be the one still because
Yeah.
there's a lot of physical, mental, and you're good with the challenges
Yeah, yeah,
already.
yeah, yeah.
That might
Even
be
the
a
challenge,
play.
That's another show that people are saying.
The challenge,
another bro.
The
that was
challenge is goated, and if you get in there and do well,
Yeah.
you could be like a reoccurring.
like a CT or whatever. Like those
CT's
guys,
been on like 10, 12 years now.
Johnny
like,
Bananas.
Yeah,
Like, those guys are crazy.
crazy. And that show is high drama, especially the aspect of having returning challengers. It makes the whole storyline just even bigger.
Yeah.
Getting
Love
into
Paradise.
Love Paradise.
Or that's a that's a show actually. I was thinking about my mom.
Oh.
I think it has to do with TLC. Like whatever those shows are on TLC. I really don't know.
It's like a
Anybody
reality
watches
show?
it? Yeah.
Love
90
Paradise.
90
Oh,
Day
90
Fiance.
Fiancé?
I think it's like one of the spin-offs. But I meant Love Island.
Love Paradise. what kind of tourist version?
No, it's a show for real.
Love
it showed up on her
Paradise.
alarm. She sets alarms for all of
Love
her
Island is back next
TLC
week.
shows.
Love Island is back next week, man.
Yeah.
That's
Love
I don't
Island.
even watch reality TV like that.
Ex
Yo.
on the
I
need to
beach.
start, though.
Love Island is crack.
Yeah.
Crack.
He loves it.
Love Island is
out.
crack. Temptation Island is crack. Because I don't know who is in a bad relationship and says, let's go live with single people that want to fuck us for a month.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, no, there's a bunch out there, man. There's
Okay.
a bunch. I would love
Anything
to
else?
see you in that universe, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix. I want to make my first M at some point. So I got to sit down and think about a timeline, but that's something that I can definitely manifest.
True.
I'm on my way
Absolutely.
there already. So
I mean, you're $100,000 closer, brother.
there you go.
Thank you
Use
so
that
much for
money,
coming
invest it
through,
in
bro.
something.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes,
Appreciate all
yes.
you guys.
Cheers, 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 cheers.
Slurp, slurp.
Don't say that when I drink. Do not ever say that again when I drink. Happy birthday to Duke, man.
Yes, happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Shout out to you. Man came into work on his birthday.
Yeah, man.
I rate
With
it.
the fresh kicks. Did you just get them? Or?
No, I got these little wild.
You got a
stuff.
Tinder fuck lined up for the night? What are we
Yo!
doing? What are we?
What's this
we
guy doing
hinge-
right
A
now?
little hinge pussy, huh?
I'm celibate. fam. Anyway, now the weekend was fire.
You're going to
We,
make a sex tape.
Celibate. So you're selling it now? That's crazy.
I gotta leave. I should have came into work today. I should have came into like,
Look out for the
getting
Congolese sex tape. He's gonna be role playing as Lukaku. And
I mean, yo, Megan.
you think you can handle Megan? For real?
Absolutely not. No, but I'm gonna disappoint her. I'm gonna do it.
But I'm willing to disappoint
Yeah,
her.
100%. She's gonna
Honestly, I
hit that
respect
dog. The throat dog. I'm gonna be on the wall.
I'd have to jerk my piece twice before I even
I'm
get
not
over
even
it.
worried about stamina. Like, I'm worried about just like, bro, her throwing it back is a lot.
It's a lot.
kill you.
She's
gotta think
she's
about
fucking
all of
athletic,
it.
dog.
Yes.
She's athletic.
Stallion.
And she has like huge, like her legs are
That's what
long.
I'm saying.
You know
She's
what I
tall,
mean?
fam.
Like,
If,
Tall
if
things
she's
don't.
ticklish, it's a rap though.
What do you mean?
Ticklish
ticklish.
girls come the easiest.
Really?
Think
I
about
never
it.
made that correlation.
Think
so.
about it.
Think about it.
I mean, I never really had that problem. So.
Don't fucking put your tongue out when you say that. This guy's a taste bud. That's like crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
No, but that's my theory for real. I think ticklish girls who are ticklish are the easiest to come and more likely squirters.
Interesting.
They're sensitive to touch already, just a period. So when you get, come on.
Interesting.
do the math.
Do the maths. Do the maths.
Mathematics,
Do your
yo.
Googles.
Yeah, stuff.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This week I got a show tonight. Real Jerk Scarborough. Yeah, Real Jerk Scarborough near the beaches.
Tonight, but he
I'm
means
headlining.
Wednesday.
Yes. I'm headlining, and Friday we got a town hall with Chloe Brown and after party. Chloe Brown for mayor. What else? Sunday I'm hosting a party. Saturday I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, I'll see y'all.
Holler at him.
You got anything coming?
I do. It's grind time, baby.
Grind time.
I'm not even ready for it. I'm tired already. Argo's preseason is on Thursday. So first Argo's game back. And then I have Shooting Stars on the Friday. And we're doing an after party as well. So if you're coming to the Shooting Stars game, we're having an after party at the U of T Scarborough campus. And then Sunday, I'm doing Hoop Queens. Hoop Queens is back for its second summer. And that's going to be at Humber North.
Nice.
So pull up.
Are you
Support
announcing
women's
PA?
basketball. I'm hosting. I'm
Sick.
assuming maybe with Ebo because I've seen him. I'm going to be doing it not all summer, but like for the 5 weeks. So from June 4th to July 2nd or whatever.
Amazing.
Every Sunday. And then that same day, I got to go back to Shooting Stars. So
Look at you back in your element.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Working mom life.
You know?
What you got coming up?
Audio drops today. By the time you guys are listening for episode 107, I got the original crew from episode 1 of Return to Mac podcast. So tune into that. ROTMPOD on Instagram.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Sweet.
Return
Thank you
to
guys
Mac.
so much for tuning in once again. I'm Marlon.
I'm Alicia.
I'm Duke.
And that was the Extra Gravy.
Skirt.
Skirt, skirt.